Welcome to the Mix and Figure Pals. Hi, I am Dr. A, your host, and I am your crystal rock goddess. Welcome to the Mix and Figure Pals. Hi, I am Dr. A, your host, and I am your crystal rock goddess. The rock goddess, and we're in the place to be. Make sure you come on inside the crystal palace, take your shoes off, leave them by the door, stop at the crystal bar, grab your crystals and grab your libations, because over here we honor our ancestors. 5 ways to become a crystal. All you have to do is like, share, and subscribe. 2, all you have to do is type, and we call that what? The boom boom room. The 3rd way to become a crystal, all you have to do is listen, and we call the parlor room. The 4th way to become a crystal, all you have to do is after the show, don't leave your play around me. True player for real. Ask me, you know what I mean. All you got to do is outhouse gang up in this thing. And that's what we call our after show, okay? Now, 5th way to become a crystal, all you have to do is to make sure you join our membership. Hey, y'all. Hey. Yeah, y'all. Man. Anyway, let me tell y'all the latest, right? Before we get started with talking about these people, first of all, let me speak to my wonderful crystals. Hey, beauties. Hey, my rose quartz. Hey, my amethyst. Hey, my favorite crystals. Hey, my cardillions. Hey. Hey, my opalites. Okay. Hey, my tiger's eyes. Hey. How you doing? How you doing, Miss Jones? How you doing, Buttons? Welcome to McFicky Palace. Can y'all share this out, please, for me? I really greatly appreciate that. Okay. Well, y'all, I gotta go get some X-rays, y'all. I gotta figure out. I want to make sure it's not broken versus being sprained. Okay. So I'm going to get some X-rays on my shoulder and neck. It's really it's my neck hurt a little bit, but not as much. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done on Thursday. So I'm gonna go get shoulders. My husband's gonna take me to go get some X-rays. Once I know for sure, for a fact on what it is, because me and my husband, he's saying this one thing. I'm telling him no. I wouldn't be surprised if it was broke. Let me just be honest. Let me be honest. It feels like that because I've had 3 broken toes before. Y'all know I'm accident prone. That's welcome to my life. I need to be put in the bubble. You hear me? Um, but guess what, y'all? I'm still losing weight somehow. I still, because I'm not eating as much, right? How you doing, Tracy? Welcome to McFicky Palace. So I gotta go get some X-rays because I want to figure out where I'm at. Once I know what they say, I'll go from there, and I will put the necessary herbs in my body. Y'all know I don't take uh Western medicine. You know what I'm saying? Okay, y'all know that. So once I find out what that is, I'll continue to take. I haven't went to Euphoria to go get the white widow. I just been kind of dealing with the pain. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't even feel like taking white widow, right? Um, so I did do some burdock, so because like I got a little swelling in my shoulder, and then it done went down to one of my fingers. So I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta go get that. And that's kind of what happens when you have inflammation in a particular area, and I obviously have inflammation on the left hand side, which is from me springing that, and that's trauma. My body's like, oh, we're having trauma. Oh, we're in pain. We're gonna swell up to show you. So yeah, I'm going to the. I got a doctor's appointment scheduled for, and they're gonna do some X-rays, and so I know where to go. I know what to do from there. But right now, and I would have done it yesterday, but I gotta get in the car tomorrow and I gotta take my son to the dentist tomorrow, y'all. Yeah, I know. My husband's gonna take off, but I told him no, don't take off. But I don't know. It's right up the street from my house, right? Literally, it's like if I were to walk, it'd be 30 minutes. That's walking. If I were to drive, it's literally 5 minutes away from where I live at. Okay, so I'm gonna make an effort to get out there and do it. Okay. And then I probably will go get some white widow. If I'm already out, I can do it. But being in, so I'm making dinner right now. Um, my husband's doing overtime, so yeah, thank God. Yeah, money, money, money. Okay. Anyway, So we're gonna get started. This guy. Come on, let's do it again. Say it again, son. This guy. Yeah, my son. They do that when he points himself. He points himself. It's really weird. Him and my husband does, and they say this guy. Okay. So if y'all hear on occasion, y'all probably hear my husband come past it. You know, baby Suge Knight and Suge Knight Jr. You're gonna hear them say this guy. You know, so ignore it, please. Just ignore it. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna talk about Jazzy Life. We've been talking about Olivia. She's been wanting us to talk about her for so long. I'm kind of over her. She wants to go viral so bad and talking about black women and the disrespect. You know what I mean? Next, she'll be calling us apes. Watch. Don't be surprised if she start that ape conversation, y'all, because she's just trying to do whatever she got to do to go viral. Okay, so do keep that in mind. So I'm not gonna. You know, we're gonna discuss it because it's not really about her, but it's about her. It's about the fact that she does it, and this, like I said, it's like the bird black women. We always stand up for everybody's community, every disenfranchised community out here. We always standing up for them, and we ride for them, but yet we don't ride as hard for ourselves, and it's really weird. And that's something that we have to get out of our system. So hopefully we can break the chain of doing that. Okay. So hopefully we will learn from this and stop riding for people that don't ride for us. Okay. So if you want to be a part of that, if you want to continue to be a burden barrier and an idiot, then that's on you. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I know I gotta put my welcome to my show. I gotta put that. Y'all know I have to, it'll blank out for a second because I have to add this to the show. So give me a second here. We're gonna add Jasmine up here. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, y'all should see me. I got my house coat on. I put this not house coat, but I put uh this caffeine on, y'all. And I'm telling you, I'm looking at it. I done lost some weight. I done lost more weight. You hear me? I done lost more weight, surprisingly. I had to kind of cut back on my little dietary though. You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of cut back on eating. That's part of the problem too. You know, because I'm like, shoot, I don't have no addiction on eating. Okay, I just got to get up and get active. That's the real issue. But I'm not gonna be looking like Jasmine now. Okay, y'all, here we go. I don't know. I guess this is one of these unbelievable wigs. Okay, I guess we gotta look at her in these wigs, y'all. Oh, welcome to the wig fest. All right, y'all. Let me get. I'm doing some. Right now, I'm cooking. My son is in here drawing his pictures, and he has to. He's in here drawing pictures. He's watching these videos, and he's drawing certain pictures. So he's kind of obsessive about it, which is great. Which is fine. It's a great obsession to draw or not to draw. What? Yes. Okay. Well, charge it. You see that's plug. Charge it in. Plug it in. I mean, it's already plugged in. Grab it out. We don't let him charge plugs. I don't know what these mommies do, but I don't let my 9-year-old touch plugs. I know y'all gonna say he's 9. I don't care. It's too much dangerous stuff. I don't want him. When he's a little bit older, maybe we discuss that. But right now, we plug in stuff for him. Don't get it twisted. Sometimes he'll try to sneak, but we don't allow that. Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to. Oh, now this is hurting me. I'm trying to cut up these noodles. Y'all know how you break them in half, right? All right, and it's hurting. It's hurting a little bit. Hold on, give me a second here. I know I gotta pause for the calls, okay? So, Hova, what are y'all making for dinner? Share with me. I'm making some spaghetti noodles, and I'm making some, I don't know, a whole bunch of vegetables. I put it in separately. I was gonna put this all together, but I think I'm separating it, okay? But I put all the vegetables together except for only vegetable. I'm baking the broccoli. Okay, the broccoli's in the oven. Put a little what you call it in it. I put just a tad bit of oil in. I put some grapeseed oil in it and put some seasoning in it and just put in the oven. And then the rest I have like a spinach slash let's see what's in here. I don't even know, y'all. I just cut of onions and tomatoes, and I think that's all I put in here. Okay, that's all I put in here. So I'm kind of doing that. That's gonna be like a little meal. together. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'll probably add some salad or I don't know. Maybe I'll throw some beans with it or something. Some lentil beans or something. I don't know. Lentil bean salad. I mean soup or something. I don't know. I don't really feel like all that. I just kind of want something light and straight to the point. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's go, y'all. So what y'all eat? What y'all cooking? What y'all made for breakfast? I mean for lunch. I mean dinner. My son had 3 bananas for lunch. And he had a whole lunch. I didn't want to do too much. I'm trying to get him to, we trying to do. And I didn't have anything for lunch. For lunch, I know what I had, and then I had like a lot of grapes. So we just trying to push all this toxins out of our body right now. I must really like you, Dr. A, because I was in the middle of learning a line dance and I saw you live and came over. Well, I really appreciate that. Where them fans at? Where them fans at? Come on, y'all, everybody shout out. Oh, oh, I got my feet on the ground. Where the fans at? Come on, everybody. Oh, Dr. A, I don't cook much at all anymore. There's 3 of us now, and I don't know. And so for me, I don't know yet. Okay, I understand. Oh, come on, everybody. I got my feet on the ground. Come on, y'all, shout out passion. Where them fans at? Give it to me like where them fans at? Give it to me now. Where them fans at? And then you got my son in the background. Y'all hear he hitting the table. He one of them kids that like to dance. I have to get him together. He likes to dance. I don't know what that's about in him with no rhythm, but we ain't gonna talk about that. Bless his heart. That when you think of a stereotype, you think of somebody that you think of black people, you automatically think we like to dance, that we can dance. Not everybody got that gene. Not everybody got that gene. Okay. Some of us like to do it, but that don't mean we can. You know what I mean? Just like I like to sing, but I can't. You know what I mean? Okay. Now, if I would have kept with them singing lessons when I was doing my rock and roll, I would have been able to carry a tune or two, but it wouldn't have been all that, but it would have been, rock and roll. Rock and roll. You can have a different type of voice, right? It wasn't like I was singing R&B. Anyway, mm, all right, y'all. Where them fans at? Okay, I'm done. All right, let's go. All right, y'all. I'm trying to drink this last little bit of coffee. I'm gonna clean this bathroom up possibly while we're cleaning up because I told y'all I got to be able to clean up. I can't take it no more, and it's hard to. I don't know about y'all, but I'm the worst patient in the world. I'm still gonna clean up. I'm still gonna do everything. I could be in a coma and still be working. Okay, that's how I am. Now I got new classes coming. I'm so excited about that. Okay. All right. Which veggies do you know? Okay. My daughter sending me some great stuff. I like this. I love me and my daughter's relationship. Would you? Hmm. Love. I can't wait for my brother. That's not your brother, that's your nephew. They try to, what I don't like about my nephew, about my grandson. My grandson tries to tell my son, we're brothers or we're cousins. I'm like, no, he's your uncle. You're supposed to call him Uncle Knack. And he's like, I'm not calling my little cousin, I'm not calling him. He's younger than me, Grandma. Nobody told you to go and get, you know what I mean? Try to make me feel bad. Like, no, that's your uncle. Uh, okay, let me take the thing off. I hate her intros. I hate when first of all, this was a long time ago. I hate when she does these intros. Okay? I hate when she does this. I hate when she does this. Why can't I spell? Okay, my bad. Okay. All right. So I hate when she does these whole intros. It's like she's doing a movie, and this is not a movie. This is just a stinky vlog. And why does she keep showing these children ashy? We don't want to see this stuff like right here. She looks very pale with this wig. She looks like Orphan Annie. Like she looks like Orphan Annie. And I hate, and let me tell you something. I hate what other communities call women fishes and things like that. But you know, and I have to, as a woman, that's something that I have to be mindful of that, right? So I have to I'm gonna kind of um refrain from talking about people's hot pockets. Well, I'm just going to make a mention that, hey, maybe I would just say something to the fact. I didn't even have the oven on. Maybe I would just say something to the fact of you need some Yomi steam. Maybe I would say that, you know. Uh, but I think it's weird how she always shows that she's obsessed with it. It's just weird. I've just, since I've been on here, we always see, since Jasmine started working out in the last year or so, she's been showing a lot of this kind of stuff. And it's like, why do we necessarily need to talk about this, right? You know, it's just highly unlikely or highly unnecessary for us to keep talking about this. Okay? It's just borderline strange and it ain't good. Like, why do we always have to talk about these kinds of things? Okay? It's just weird. Okay? But, we are yet again. And it's like she's showing all these old videos. It's like, girl, this ain't the current status of your life. You know what I mean? It's not even close to the current status of her life, okay? It's just weird. Here we go with the what y'all call a chicken pox blanket. Shoot, I would call it the I would call it the I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. Okay. Oh, I said mental. I said lentil beans. Girl, I'm talking crazy, y'all. But yeah, so we gotta watch this chicken pox, blanket. We gotta watch this girl explore, bleed door to explore, not in a good way. you know, I just don't know. Y'all get me up here, and I have to start doing if I'm, oh God, oh child, come on, girl. Okay, Jasmine. Oh my God. I just don't know. Jasmine, I say to myself, well, Dr. A, this is what y'all coined me as, right? I say Dr. A, I say self, and I really don't say Dr. I say self. That's what I say when I'm behind my own mind, what I'm thinking, okay? Okay, so I just come across things where I feel like, well, I say to myself, well, should Jasmine have like carpet, or should Jasmine have bare floors? She just don't do good either way. I don't know what, because her having bare floors everybody gonna have dirty feet. Okay, her having carpet is gonna be Kool-Aid, juice, doo doo all over the place. You understand what I'm saying? So what do you say? I don't know. Okay. All right, let me see what this boy over here doing. That's because you're not charging. No, this is it's in. No, it's not in the right. Hold on, y'all. Let me charge this thing. There you go. There you go. You did not tell me that. Okay, well you didn't ask either. Okay, y'all, hold on. I had to bend down, and that's probably not the best thing to do right now. Okay, let's continue. Okay. Okay, so I don't know, y'all. I'm kind of like, and y'all. A lot of times y'all come up here. I seen some of y'all wonderful, nice people. I'm gonna say some of y'all have really good hearts. I'm gonna be honest. Some of y'all really have good hearts, and I'm hungry. I really believe she has a good heart. I think Passion has a good heart. Suma, all of y'all have really good hearts. And a lot of y'all come up here and y'all just be like, well, we just want her to do better. I seen majority of you all. Like it's like 90% of you all that come up here. Like literally, I've watched you. I've watched your videos. I've listened to you. I've listened to the way that you express yourself. Even if you was joning on them. We call it joning, like capping, going. Capping is different what we used to, right? Okay. But and some of you all really legitimately come up here and really express yourself and really want to see these mommies do better. Y'all literally want to see that. And I've noticed that, right? I've noticed that. And um so I literally see that. So it's just kind of like, do I thought about it today. I thought about it today as I was trying to close my eyes as my shoulder was hurting, okay? I said to myself, I said, well, do I really want to see these mommies do better? At this point, that ship has sailed. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. That ship has sailed. We're just on content right now. Okay, that ship has already sailed. I don't whether they do good or not. It does not matter. It's not my life. I'm not there in their lives. We are not friends. We would never be friends, right? I would never go up to Jasmine's house and eat any of her cooking. I would never go and hang out with Jasmine. I would never go to Olivia's house, hang out with her. I would never even have a conversation with Olivia, to be honest. Okay. Okay. Chrissy, strong mommy Chrissy, we have none of us have absolutely nothing in common. Why? Because we mommies, no. And then I was looking at that video that Olivia was doing. Olivia was trying to prove her point about it's just like it's just, are you serious? Okay, we're gonna talk about that too. We're gonna talk about that too. I said I was gonna talk about Livia, but she always does stuff like that. And the same thing she said about Jasmine applies to her. It's like, girl, why you doing everything for social media too? It's just weird. It's really, really weird. It's like, so your son Ace some Ajax, put some Ajax on his sucker. Why would you show that again? Why would you say it's no big deal? Ma'am, it kind of is a big deal. I'm laughing because she don't take it seriously. Again, it's her child. It's not mine. Okay. A lot of y'all be really caring and really understanding. I just don't. And I know y'all thinking, oh, Dr. A, but you're a healer. I was like, so what, girl? So what? Listen, I don't. I'm not gonna care about nobody that don't care for themselves. I'm just gonna be honest, y'all. And I know that again, I just told y'all that's the problem in our community. That's the problem with the black woman. The black woman is always rallying around something, some people that don't care about them. Okay? I'm not doing that no more. Okay, y'all? I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not. Because I spent 20 some years of my life trying to care about people that did not care about us. Okay? Not doing that no more. Not. I'm not. Don't listen. If you have issues and you ain't paying me, don't call. Don't call me. If you have issues, don't call me. I'm not going out with no picket signs. I'm not going out there to demonstrate, to try to fight for you and your rights. I'm just not doing it no more because I get nothing out of it. Not nothing. And I'm tired of being selfless for people that would never be selfless for me. Okay? These mommies don't care about us, y'all. They only care when it pertains to them. Just like Jasmine, she only cared about us when, she was like, all reactors, if you have anything regarding Olivia, can you send me? But other than that, we was enemy number one, okay, y'all? So I'm not doing that no more. Y'all can have at it. I'm out of that party. And for everybody that's helping Olivia, girl, that's gonna be on you. When she burn you, when she does something real nasty to you, don't call me. Okay? Don't call me, Olivia. When you get all them people that's rallying around you, and when they find out who you are, don't call us. Don't come over here talking that ish. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. I don't. I don't care. When I tell you I don't care, I promise you I don't. And it's not even me being like, oh, you know, me saving face, because it's not. It's truthful. When I tell you I don't care, I say I don't care. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you who I am. I just didn't explain to you. You don't care about me. I don't care about you. I'm not gonna keep rallying around people that don't care about us. I don't care what color you are. I don't care. Because if you had love, if you was a decent person, you would operate like that. You're not a decent person. We're not gonna play these games. Let's go. Okay, let's go with this music. I gotta block this out because y'all know YouTube be like, oh, you can't have this music. I'm not paying for something because I was paying for that mess, and then they was shot my video. So I'm not doing it, okay? Not doing it. Let's go. Again, I'm not paying for something that don't respect me, okay? It doesn't respect me. This music doesn't respect me. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not wanted. I'm not. Unless it's a paycheck involved. If it's not a paycheck involved, don't call me. Okay?
I'm actually about to go to Maya. I just called the doctor because Legend's rash is literally all over his body now. All over his body.
What about the rash on your face? Did you call the doctor and ask him about that rash on your face? Girl, whatever that is on your face. Get your hormones checked, child. Okay? Shoot, I'm getting ready to resolve that. Again, I had to, after a while, I'm like, okay, I need to go ahead, even me as a herbalist. I'm like, okay, let me go and make sure, see if I'm broke, if it's broke, or if it's sprung, or if it's fractured. Either way, give me a sling. Let me get a sling player because I got stuff to do. I can hold this arm up with a sling and use the other arm to do other stuff I need to do. Okay? I ain't got time for that. I need to know what's going on. And I believe in going up, but if something ain't right with your body, I believe you should go and make an appointment, okay? To find out, even as a herbalist. And I just take whatever herbs that I deem whatever herbs is necessary for me to take. Jasmine. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, all of y'all need braids in y'all hair. All of y'all. Cause them wigs is not helping you. Them wigs don't help you. It's never helped you. I don't know why you listen to Chrissy, because Chrissy will shave her hair off. Chrissy and Olivia are one and the same. Because I remember, I'm gonna keep it real. Chrissy used to have some pretty hair. Okay, Chrissy little hair that she used to have, her little natural hair. Man, I'm not talking about before she cut it off when she was pregnant. I'm talking about before she started putting the wigs in there. Them hairstyles was cute. Chrissy used to wear her really cute hairstyle. Chrissy really cared about herself, really, and now she just started being lazy, slapping them wigs on, and it is what it is. We don't even know what her hair looked like at this point. She probably shaved it off. I mean, as far as we're concerned, but hey. And Olivia, golly girl, shave your hair off just to put a wig on. That is the weirdest thing. But hey, it's not my hair. Again, um, uh, women of all sorts and types, will create any hairstyle that they want to. I don't hate on people's hairstyles. If you want to slap a wig in your hair, go right ahead, but just do it in my. I would just always tell you to do it in moderations, unless you just going, you got alopecia or something. Now you got alopecia, you got to feel good about yourself. Do what makes you feel good about yourself.
Body, his butt, feet, hands. Part of me is like, is this hand, foot, and mouth? Because I know my other kids.
But have you ever thought about washing that blanket? Have you ever thought about washing that blanket? You know what I'm saying? Maybe they have a lot to do with it. You taking that blanket in and out of places, and him eating and putting that blanket in his mouth. You do realize that they can also develop some type of infections, right? Bacteria infections. Okay, you know what did we tell you about that word?
kids had it before, and it's everywhere. It's crazy. But Maya's sick. Why is their dad sending school sick? Who fucking knows? So I'm about to go pick her up early. I was gonna go to HEB. Kayla has.
I swear to God, if you say anything about HEB, I listen. I am so tired of you talking about HEB, girl. That is not the only grocery store. That is not the only grocery store that you can go to get vittles, okay? It's just so strange to me. But that's all she talks about is HEB. HEB, HEB, HEB. It's other things. All she does talk about that YMCA. It's so much more to do in life. Oh my God. Girl, go outside of your comfort zone, but maybe she's worried about being pulled over. See, I don't think a lot of these women, and don't get it twisted, when I was in my 30s, I did kind of go through a thing with my driver's license. I went back and forth with that, but we had a conversation about that. But at some point in time, I realized me as a grown woman had to get my driver's license. We ain't gonna play these games. I had to go back and get my driver's license. I had a SR22 at that time, but that only works for if you're only going back and forth to work. But what about the other stuff that you may need to do? You know what I mean? So, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. So I guess maybe that has a lot to do with her going back and forth. Did you get your driver's license back, girl? While you spending money, these are things that you need to work on getting your driver's license back. I remember one tax year I had to take my money and just pay for me an attorney. That's how I found. Do you understand? Like, can we have a conversation? Okay, we ain't gonna talk. I ain't gonna tell you that. Let me say this. I would recommend people file bankruptcy. I would recommend that you file bankruptcy because if you file bankruptcy, you can put your driver's you can put your driver's license on there. You can put every ticket you done had on there. Now, the police department is gonna look up and see that you have tickets. They're gonna keep on trying to. They're gonna look up and see that, but they can't do anything because it's on your bankruptcy. Okay, and then you can just refer them to your lawyer. They'll every so often come to you and be like, hey, well, we have it in the system. Okay, well, sorry, ma'am or sir. Uh, you can call my attorney. And they're like, okay, enough said. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things you can do. Okay. But I'm just saying that Jasmine might need to consider some getting that driver's license back in some kind of way because that's important to have because listen, me as a human being or me as a grown woman, and I was in my 30s, okay, me as a grown woman, what I'm not going to do is have to keep looking over my shoulders. You know what I'm saying? That's why I keep my driver's license straight. That's why I keep insurance on vehicles. You know what I mean? These are things I have to make sure my car is registered. These are things that's grown woman things, okay? These are grown people things. Keep your driver's license righteous because you gonna need it, okay? How you doing, Nicole? Welcome to the Mick Flick Class. Nicole. Okay. Uh, you don't have your fans girl emojis, okay? I've been watching Passion Live with Liv and how interesting. I almost to good parts. I'm almost at the good parts. Nicole is hilarious, right? My brother was embarrassed that my uncle is younger than him too. Girl, I went to middle school with my uncle, so ghetto girl. My nephew couldn't dance until he got some James Brown. Until we got some James Brown. That bow looks like I can't see. I can't see. I can't see what that emoji is. Y'all, I can't see. That's really small. Okay. So you can't see the one that's on Ava's head, but I can't see what the emoji is. I apologize. Okay. And it's probably funny. Ha ha. Okay. Because I can't see. It hurts when I laugh. Okay. Um, my daughter will think my grandson is her cousin. LOL. Girl, they so silly. Ebony, how you doing? Welcome to me, Figgy Palace. Caesar look like Bath and Salt Zombie. Oh my God, y'all are so crazy. Oh my God, Tracy, y'all are crazy. Why y'all call him dad? Oh my God. Uh, Pasha never gone to school with any of my cousins. I don't have any siblings, girl. Okay. Boombotic plague material called. They called a blanket. Okay. Girl, Nicole spec shelling cutting up with your name. Okay. Uh, this looks like a public housing or a military housing floors. It does. Yeah, it does, kind of. Yeah, it does. How you doing moving in salads? You said Doc they rubbish. Okay, girl, I ain't see you in a while. Hey, girl. Uh, it wouldn't matter, right? What's on the floor, Dr. A? They always filthy. I know. The smallpox blanket is looking rough, girl. It is. I mean, what's the point of it? Okay. You said hooves. She needs to watch that kind of shoes she puts on him, right? Because he's getting good support. Make sure he's getting good support. I definitely do agree with that. How you doing, Mel? Hey, Dr. Lady. Hi, Dr. A and ladies. Okay. Hey. Uh, if they ever do better at this point, right? They don't want to. Okay, exactly. They not. Okay. Y'all wouldn't go to Jasmine meet and greet. I mean, for what though? How you doing, Latoy? For what? I thought the video was funny because of the bumps on the face took me out. Girl. Yeah, I was just like, I just think it's over. I'm over it. Does that make sense? I'm over them going at each other. It's kind of like you ever watch, yeah, we've all watched we've all watched RHA RHOA. Okay, we've all watched that. Okay, Real House of Atlanta, Real Housewives of Atlanta. We've all watched that, and it's kind of like it kind of got tiresome in watching Nene go back and forth with Kenya. It was annoying. It was just kind of annoying at this point. It's like, girl, who cares? You know what I'm saying? And then or Kenya going back and forth with her Phaedra. It just was annoying after a while. It's like, okay, so can we know? I want to know what businesses you doing. Like I was enjoying Phaedra's doing all these different businesses. Not that she was a great lawyer. I mean, you know what I mean, but she still had that under her cap though. So I thought that was pretty neat how she was had all these different businesses and Nene was acting and you know what I mean? I was more interested in that and what they were doing. I just kind of got burnt out in watching them go back and forth. You know what I mean? Them cursing each other out or them reading each other back and forth. It was like, okay, fine. We know y'all don't like each other, right? How many times we gonna keep talking about that? And that's how I feel about Olivia and Jasmine. It's like I'm over them going back and forth with somebody. I'm over them trying to read each other. I'm over them trying to read the reactors. It's just old, right? It's just old to see them going back and forth and having these discussions. It's like, okay, what are y'all gonna do with y'all life though? You know what I mean? That's kind of where I'm at. Like, what are y'all gonna do with y'all life? I'm not saying they should share their business, like who they dating or who they with. I don't even want them to see that. I don't want to see that. I'd rather hear about, and I don't even want to know, like if Olivia or Jasmine got a job, I wouldn't want to know where they went to school, or if they went to school, decided to take some classes. Don't tell me where you're taking classes at. Don't tell us. Just tell us you're taking classes. Just tell us about the class and things like that. I would find that more interesting than anything else, to be honest. Okay. Y'all see y'all see me at Target minding your business. Okay, I want to make sure okay, so everybody, y'all get to know each other. Tracy, my brother, had a cow because he doesn't want us shopping at Target. I said nobody supported me boycotting for Congo. Girl, okay. Really, I think it's the hormones, Dr. A2. Okay. She tries to be perfect mother and it's fake because she overdoes it. Okay. The CDC needs to come and check that big patches speckled face. Oh Lord, y'all are crazy. Woo! What has Legendary been doing right to get this mystery rash, girl? Who knows? Probably kissing her. I'm sorry, just jokes, just jokes. Okay. Forget no politics. Don't forget no politics, girl. If she shared a rag with him, it could have been from her. Yes, the blanket is a problem for sure, girl. Okay. Hand girl, what are you talking about, girl? You say pinworms, girl. And the list goes on, girl. Right. She's definitely a moron. I definitely do agree with that. Okay. Girl. It's the blanket. It's the wash rag. You know you have to wash the wash rag, okay? You definitely know that, okay? It's probably from the little tyke wash little tyke washer, right? Not getting the clothes clean. Girl, that might be a good point there. One time my son scratched his back accidentally on the edge of the display store, and a couple of days later, girl, he wound up with a rash thing at the on the spot, right? And you ran to the doctor. I definitely understand HEB is her spot though. Okay, I get it. Okay, how you doing? I'm hungry. Okay, right. There she is blaming Phil for sending the kids to school sick. She sends the kids to school and YMCA around people sick too. Exactly. Yeah, for sure. She does. She does. I mean, yeah, I gotta bend down. I'm gonna have to sit down and read y'all comments once I get done, so I don't be bending my neck down because that kind of hurts. Okay. Okay, I think she's seen some man at she's seen some man at HEB. That's why she goes to stalk him. Oh girl, I hope not. Okay. I hope not. He gonna be in trouble. I put it back. Doctor, I put it back. Girl. Girl. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's listen to this, okay?
Volleyball practice today, so I've still got a busy day today. So come on, girl, let's go.
Hi, I'm Rachel with Invest.
That dirty counter. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't play that counter probably got salmonella, everything on there. I know I be saying some stuff. I probably shouldn't say that counter got salmonella. But it's I would it comes off like a salmonella counter. I mean, I don't know. She don't do the best washing. You know what I'm saying? She don't do the best wiping down of things. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't trying to be funny. Don't be mad at me, okay, y'all? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to put this. I'm trying to make some pasta stuff on here. Okay, for this pasta. I'm trying to make some stuff. Give me a second here. All right, y'all. Let's listen to what this woman got to say on here, right here. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's go past these. Okay. Well, it's like that. Okay. Okay. Well, probably because of the way you're doing it. Rodney Dangerfield sandals. I hate those sandals. Girl, get this boy some real shoes. For crying out loud. Why do you put him on these shoes? They are too small for him. They over his feet are over there and gonna lapping over these shoes, girl. Come on, Jasmine. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. You know, my son still, I just bought my son some shoes. All right, he could fit them still. Okay? That's why you buy them bigger. But sandals you can't buy too much bigger. But golly, I would never buy. My son just ain't finna wear this. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm just gonna be honest. I was looking at somebody. I don't know if I was in my sleep, but I was watching somebody. I think I was watching Love Lies and Lace Front. And Peach was she was breaking down Peach, and Peach was saying that about how she get more flack about how her children dress in black schools than she did with the white schools or whatever. I was just like, okay, so what? Okay, well, send you know what I mean? She said because they were Walmart. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with Walmart. Ain't nothing wrong with Walmart. I just don't like the fact that, I don't want my son wearing the same thing everybody else wearing. I'm just gonna be honest. So the Walmart has some cool jogging pants and stuff. I like jogging. I like they little jogging stuff and little graphic t-shirts. That's kind of what I like from Walmart. That's the only thing I would really, and underwear and stuff. That's what I would buy my son. And I'll probably buy some boots from there, right? Some snow boots. You know what I mean? Not the snow boots, but like the, you know. No, I ain't bought none of them. I'm lying. I don't like them. I'm talking crazy. But like I said, I like the underwears for the casual underwear you can buy from Walmart, and I like the graphic t-shirts and the jogging pants. That's the only thing I'm buying from Walmart. Okay, as far as my husband is concerned, and as far as my son is concerned, that's what we'll buy from Walmart on the terms of clothes. I don't like Walmart no more. Um, I don't know what they doing. Now, for little kids, it's just some things I think it's cute and some things not so much. Okay. And even Sheen stuff be too grown to me. Okay, sometimes for little girls. They be having all them crop tops and stuff, but that's where Jasmine go. And I don't like the way the material looks sometimes either. So I just stick to Old Navy or American Eagle. You know, that's kind of where he wears Levi's and Old Navy clothes. I'm just gonna be honest with you. They always have good sales, you know. And I just go to the Nike stores or Shoe Carnival and get them some nice little shoes and call it a day. Get them some Nikes. Sir, am I doing a live here? We're not talking to you. I love you though, but we're not talking to you. Don't static on you. Okay, well then don't talk to yourself either. Remember I told you about that. Just do what you're doing over there and let me do what I'm doing. Hello? Hello? Okay. Let's go.
Yeah. Put your hands right here. What about HEB? HEB. No. Alright. Medicine, yeah.
I hate them sandals. And I guess they supposed to be color coordinated. I felt like John Witherspoon. Color coordinated. Look at me. Look at me, Marcus. I'm color coordinated. It's just weird. Like, I don't know. This girl is just, I don't know. I've never met anybody that does these kinds of things. I'm like, are you okay? Like, look at that. Look what she got on, girl. It's wrinkled. Look at her shirt. Look how wrinkled her shirt is. And she going somewhere like that. You can't be serious, Jasmine. Come on now. You could I get that that's workout clothing. But girl, you look crazy. You going in the store like that. You gonna go in the store in public like that, child. Girl, you going in public like that. You can't be serious. You cannot be serious. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. I'm being honest. It's embarrassing that that you would go somewhere looking like that. And look at how you got him looking. Look at them sandals. Girl, those are not good for his feet. You know it's not, Jasmine. The boy got a waddle to him. Cause that head, I'm just playing. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say, y'all. Come on now. Come on, us old grannies over here now. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Come on, Jasmine. Like, get girl. You cannot be serious. Child. Hush, you trying to make me blush, okay? Oh my God, Jasmine. It's just girl, iron the shirt for Lee. Can you not to mention that shirt is too small that you have on. We're not even gonna go there. That shirt is too small for you. But to make it worse is the fact that you got, and I wore, don't get me twisted, don't get it twisted. Sometimes I wore weird, I dress weird, okay? But golly, come on now. You gotta earn the shirt at least. You gotta earn the shirt at least. Now I don't like earning, okay, but I will earn, okay. Just because I don't like it don't mean I won't earn, okay. My son just not gonna wear certain shirts that if I'm rushing for him, obviously he ain't gonna wear it if it need to be earned, okay. So either I'm gonna earn it real quick or I'm gonna throw it in his dryer. That's the least you could do. I can like do a take out the wrinkles type of iron. You could do that. I'm good at doing that. If I'm in a rush, I could at least take out the wrinkles for crying out loud. Like, girl, you going to, I don't care where you going. You going to HEB with this old wrinkled shirt on. Girl, suppose you meet a guy, or suppose you meet somebody that is a content creator or somebody that could possibly change your life. You know, your mama, my mama always told me, I don't know if y'all mamas like this. My mama always told me, don't leave the house looking crazy. And most of all, always leave the house with clean underwear. Okay? Because you might get into an accident and they have to take your clothes off, and always wash yourself. Don't go outside without water on your body. Don't go outside without water on your body. Okay? All right. So it would not make no sense for you to go outside like that. I guess she didn't get taught those golden rules. You always wash your, I don't care how sick you feeling, get your butt in that tub. And I'm telling you, it hurts y'all. But guess what? I get in that tub. I get in that tub because I know I'm not getting ready to be walking around stinking. I'm just gonna tell y'all the truth. Now I gotta get in the tub later. Okay. I gotta get in the tub. I'm gonna clean both of the bathrooms today. And then after I clean the bathrooms, I'm gonna get in the tub, y'all. I haven't been getting in the tub twice a day, my per usual, but I at least been getting there at least one time a day. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. Okay. Jasmine don't believe in it. I don't know what, I don't know if she don't like water or you know what I mean? But you can get in that tub and earn a shirt. Don't go outside like that.
Okay. They are.
How this child or how these children are experiencing life where they do everything on social media. It's really weird. And Jasmine, Olivia, just because you're not vlogging your life, you're still showing your life because you are going live and we're still seeing the children. Okay, so you're still showing. Okay, so it's certain things that you got to ask yourself, like, okay, is it worth it? It's just not worth it because we seeing too much. We seeing a little baby eat Ajax, and he ate it. Okay, whether he dipped it and ate it, it doesn't matter. It's still a ate. Okay, it's still a dip, honey. Okay. I would be scared. I would have called poison control, but maybe I'm that type of mom, okay? I would have got some baking soda put into his system. I would have made him poop all that out. You understand what I'm saying? I would have gave him some vinegar. I would have flushed his system out. Do you hear me? He would have got a detox, okay? It's really weird how these mommies move on here, but don't listen to me. I mean, I ain't nobody. You know what I mean? Let's go. I'm gonna read y'all comments in a second. If y'all give me a second, I'm trying to finish up with this food. Okay. I'm trying to really finish it up. Okay. All right. It's just weird. It's just weird, how, everybody's like, nobody talks about my mothering. It's like, girl, but you're showing your mothering, okay? You're showing your mothering. And don't get up here and say, "Oh, Dr. A, you be checking your son when he starts talking when you're live." I'm like, well, because number one, I teach my son to stay in a child's place. Unlike some of y'all on here, unlike that, okay. And sometimes he forgets that sometimes he forgets, and I have to remind him. I have to redirect him. It's called redirecting, okay? And so it's nothing wrong with it. As long as you're attempting to, as long as you're redirecting your kids, they will eventually get it. But you have to redirect it. And that's okay. And there's nothing wrong with you as a mommy redirecting your children, okay? You're supposed to. Hello? I'm not yelling at him. I'm not cursing at him. I'm not going through all them changes. Number one, I don't talk to my son like that. But sometimes I do have to change my tone in my voice sometimes, especially if he do something he's not supposed to do. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying you shouldn't yell at your children. I'm just saying that if you yell at them all the time, then you yelling at them is not going to have effect. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't have an effect because of the fact that they're so used to you yelling at them. So you yelling at them is just every day. Okay? So sometimes when it's necessary, I might have to yell, right? but I try not to. You understand? Try not to. Okay? And I'm just saying it's not effective. You know, the way Jasmine always yelling at these children, the way Olivia yells at her children, you know, it's necessary. My parents yelled at me when I was outside mostly. If I'm in their face, they wouldn't necessarily yell at me. Now, sometimes my mother would raise her voice. Now, keep in mind, my mother was a school teacher. So sometimes she did have to kind of let me know what it is. Okay. All right. But it wasn't like this all the time yelling. Can you imagine living in a household where your parents yell at you all the time? Like y'all conversations are just yelling. That is just weird to me. Okay. But give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to season up this food. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's continue. Give me a second here. So it's just everything. The boy looks at the camera. The boy is not used to anything but the camera. And it's just weird to me. Y'all might think this is real life, but it's like the Truman Show. The Truman Show should kind of teach these mommies something. I don't know if they ever seen the Truman Show, but they should at some point watch it because it'll kind of teach you something. Imagine you was a child. He's still a little boy. He don't understand certain things, but you can imagine everything being filmed almost. Everything. Your day to day, from the time you wake up to the time you lay down, is being filmed. That is not. Now I can see 5 minutes, 3 minutes, something here and there, but this is a lot of filming that she does. A lot of filming. Okay, and it's strange. This ain't normal. You know. And they keep swearing up down, oh, we're not going to show our children anymore. We're going to cut back. We're not going to do any lives. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do that. But what did they do? Olivia promised. She said, I'm not doing no more lives, guys, because, blah, 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 because you are a weirdos, okay? And then she's like, then, of course, what did she do? The very next week, she goes live. I'm like, girl, I thought you said that we were weirdos and that you weren't doing any more lives. Jasmine, y'all are weirdos. We ain't doing no more lives. I'm tired of CPS and all these other people and entities in my business, okay? But yeah, she goes live. It's weird. It's like, make up your mind. Don't even make up your mind. Just don't go live as much. Or if you're gonna go live, wait till the children are in bed. That way you don't have to get everything pointed out. It's just some things you don't want to show. Some things are just precious. Even let's say that you're not doing anything nasty to your children, but it's just certain levels where we want to keep the children sacred. It's just some things like that conversation that she had with Robin, Olivia had with Robin. We should know. We shouldn't have that conversation. That's not. We should not be privileged to that. You know what I mean? Okay. But let's continue. I'm gonna read your comments. Give me a second here. All right, I'm trying to play. Like, so we could have bypassed this. We could have bypassed this. I mean, we know what it's like. I mean, we know what it's like to put ointment or lotion or stuff on our children when they broke out or when they didn't have some skin issues, right? We know how to do this. We have an understanding. You've already confessed to us and told us, hey, Legendary been breaking out for whatever reason. Okay, cool. That's what's up. No problem. No biggie. No big deal. You know what I mean? Okay. You're resolving it. Okay. You're resolving it. Okay, so cool, right? So do we have to necessarily watch this? I don't know. Maybe it's not necessarily that we watch it like this, or maybe if you showed a few minutes of it, right? And she keeps saying she filming her life. This is more about her life, but it's not. It's more about Legendary. Okay, you can eat this whenever you're done making it drawn. Here you go. Please try not to get any spaghetti on the thing. Okay. All right, let's go. Spaghetti. My son likes spaghetti, so don't. It's kind of a spaghetti. I wasn't gonna necessarily make it into spaghetti, but you know how you start off making something and then you turn it into it becomes what it is. So I'm making spaghetti. So of course it's spaghetti, broccoli, baked broccoli, and yeah, I know exactly. So I wasn't even trying to make spaghetti, but it kind of I didn't use the same seasonings that normally use in spaghetti, by the way. But you know, hey, it is what it is. Okay. So anyway, y'all, let's continue. Okay, so we're watching this stuff. Oh God, we're watching her sand him down with this oil lotion and stuff. We gotta look at his chest and stuff like that. If this had been Ava, she still would have showed Ava's chest and everything. I don't know what that's about with her, but she really needs to talk to somebody regarding it. I'm sick of her and this coffee. I'm so sick of it. And I was gonna get this. I'm gonna get this coffee thing next month. I'm gonna get it for my not because of her, because I saw it. I saw it on I saw it on I seen it. I think at Walmart. I forgot where I saw it at, but I'm gonna get it. It's in my cart. I'm definitely gonna get it. There she goes. Okay.
Myself, you gotta take the first sip. Mom, no, mine. And my milk is mine.
Who child? Ooh, I'm sick of her. I'm sick of her and these I shouldn't say it, but I feel like I'm watching somebody just mess up their entire life. I feel like I'm at front stage watching somebody mess up their life. I feel like that, and I could be wrong.
Shaking, so we got her a little early.
So you had her to get out of school. Do you know she could have had a test or she could have had something important going on in school? Hours do count, Jasmine. These women love getting these children out of school early. I mean, love it. Love it. I don't know what that's about, but I don't know what that's about, but they're missing important material, Jasmine. That you got them getting out of school early. Why do you have these children getting out of school early? I mean, it's more often than not. Being honest, okay. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna eat my food while I'm talking to y'all, and I'm gonna read y'all comments. I'm not trying to be rude, but do keep in mind I've been in bed, so I'm hungry. Okay. Hey, how you doing? I'm hungry. You already ate. I'm hungry. I know you gonna say I'm hungry. I just ate. Okay. Okay, y'all. So anyway, y'all, let's continue. Let me get my little stuff. I'm going to sit down at the table. I can read your comments better. Let me get my water. Why did you open up 2 water bottles? Oh, girl. Boy, cut this out. I didn't know. Okay, well, let's pour this in. Hold on, y'all. Let me pour his water in, then I'm going to sit down and we're going to have a conversation, okay? Okay. Please keep this on here. Throw it away. Don't do that. Throw this away. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's sit down. You okay? I get out the chair. You act like an old man. What's wrong with you? Because every time I got out the chair, it hurt. You got to be careful. You know it's a glass table. Okay, y'all. Let's go.
Well, I don't know why you came to school. Y'all should have called me. You could have came home last night instead. Because Kayla had a volleyball practice today. All right, y'all. So I'm currently about to go to the washing machine. Only because my washing machine is just not doing it. So I'm about to go to that one.
Again, Jasmine, why do you wear stuff like this? Girl, this is just not. Why do you dress like this? It'd be nice sometimes to see you dressed like a grown woman. You're just like a teenager. And you're not. Let me read y'all comments. Okay. This is her fifth child, right? Why she act brand new to motherhood? The oldest is 12 years old. Girl, I don't know. I'm hungry. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Mold may be having him itching. Okay. I can't watch these grown women yep and fight on RHOA. Okay. Exactly. How you doing, Nikki? Welcome to McFleet Palace. Okay. Okay. Boots on the ground. She trying to remain relevant to the new subs by acting like a first time mother. Right. Jasmine is played out for sure. She is leading us around the house against our will. Right. Right. Never bleached towel. Right. Never seen bleached towel paper, paper towels, napkins, cleaning rags. Nada. Exactly. Okay. The trap house is spooky. Okay. Okay. I agree. She uses cheap dollar store bleach, right? She needs Clorox bleach, right, for the germs in that house, for all the germs in that house, exactly, for real. Peach kids always look cheaply dressed, just like her wearing city trend. It's horrible. It's a hard no for me. Girl, I couldn't even read that all. I'm laughing so hard. I'm laughing so hard to myself. How you doing, pineapples, girl? Yeah, I like Old Navy. Maybe Old Navy is weird, but I like Old Navy. How you doing on shoe? Okay. Dang, y'all done missed the whole thing. Dirty skin, inspector, gadget, sandals. Okay. How you doing, Kenya? Okay. Okay. Why is his legs so much darker than the rest of his body, girl? Because it's probably the dirt. It's probably the area she don't clean. How you doing, Southside Taurus? Hashtag Taurus gang gang. Okay. Heads and shoulders, heads on the knees, hold on the shoulders, heads and knees and toes. Hogan 3 years of filth and no proper personal hygiene, girl. You know, my mom wouldn't let me. My mother would make sure I washed up. You know what I mean? Even after I had a bath, the next day I would still have to get up and wash up in the morning. My mother wouldn't let me go outside without clean underwear. You know what I mean? I don't know what that's about, but it's weird. Okay. All right. How you doing, Paulette? Today you saying hi to me with the green hearts. What happened to the black hearts you sent me the other day? Ah, what's going on? She is disgusting on all types of levels. Okay, I'm hungry. Get off of my top, sis. What? Y'all funny. I think Liv is that AJ is no longer in daycare. Girl, she probably is, girl. Why he ain't in daycare no more, pineapples? I keep hearing rumblings that like I heard a couple of things. Now I don't know how true it is. One person said because he ain't potty trained yet. The second one was because he was being mean to some other children. Okay. The, does none of Chris' family want to associate with this child? They probably don't want to associate with Jasmine to get to the child. And sometimes it's better to have a peace of mind than to deal with the child. I'm just gonna be honest, okay? I don't know if he got kicked out or was another issue. I'm hungry. Issue hungry. Telexo told me, but I can't remember what the reason was. Okay. Oh my God, that's he. What's he infected with, girl? I don't know, but woo, that boy like some prescription, girl, strength lotion. I can't stand a ashy child, girl. Mm-mm. Y'all call her Jazz Moose. Y'all crack me up with that. Wow, he be doing well with his speech and everything. Okay. Yes. Yes. Give me a second here. I got you. I should say you hungry. You just ate. And I'm just playing. Here, give me your plate. How'd you eat that food that fast? Give it here. I told y'all he loves spaghetti. This one's supposed to be no spaghetti. This is more of a lasagna type of. It's kind of a lasagna. It's kind of a lasagna type of spaghetti, y'all. I done put cheese in it. Yeah, I got cheese in it, and I just kind of made it like a spaghetti, like a lasagna kind of. Like it's just weird. It's different. I didn't make it like spaghetti. I didn't do it like how Jasmine do it. I just put some spaghetti. It was spaghetti. It's like lasagna ish. I don't know. It's different, but whatever. All right, y'all. Let's continue to watch the video. Oh Lord, why did I sit down so hard? Oh my God, that hurts. Oh God. Okay. Woo. Cha. Okay. Okay. So she's going to the laundromat because that wash and dry ain't doing ish. Okay. Obviously, and don't say ish. Okay, here she go with this notebook. Oh my God. Girl, here she go with this notebook. What is she writing down? I need to think. She's like, I need to think. I can't think without the notebook. I'm gonna drop the link in a minute, y'all. And y'all can talk about. We'll talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Okay. Let me just get this. Let's get through this video first.
All right, you guys, so I got my washer and dryer. Do I want to do that? Hell no. But my clothes just keep piling up. The portable one, it's just, I feel like it's not getting the soap detergent out. Come on, out of my kids' clothes or my clothes as much. So I just went ahead and purchased a regular one. And on top of that, there was like, I was trying to get just one, just a washer. But then I was like, you know what? The dryer, I might as well get the set. And I don't know, sell my washer and dryer. Is anybody looking for a portable washer and dryer? It's just, I got too many kids. If you ain't got a lot of kids, it's just you. That's
Jasmine, we've been told you that. Why you playing brand new? For crying out loud. But you know what? You skipped that boat because you should be paying for you an attorney. For real. For real though. Unless you're trying to make a plea agreement.
different, you know. But if you got a lot of kids, and yeah, you need a regular one. So
Well, I don't have a lot of children, a lot of kids that live with me, right? I got one under you. I have 4 children technically, but um 3 of them are grown. One of them is the same age as your second oldest, okay? But what I'm gonna tell you is that I would never buy that. Only why I would buy a wash and dry like that for my business, because I do fit foot toxins, detoxes, y'all. I do that, okay? I have clients that come in and get their foot detox, okay? Yeah, I do stuff like that. Let's go.
went ahead and got that. So the monthly payments are just like 180 something. That's nothing. But right now I'm about to go pay for my rent.
I'm gonna tell you something. My son hair need to be cut too this week. It's gonna get cut this week. But I'm gonna tell you something. I don't like my son to walk around with his hair like that. I don't like my son to be unkept, to look unkept. Okay, but that's just me. I don't think children should be unkept looking. You know, he's getting coughing all over the place. He probably got viral, some type of infection in general. And sometimes you can have an infection and still break out. You know, you can have a cough and cold and still break out. Okay. Mm-mm. Yeah, that's another thing I don't like about public schools is children getting, good, icky children coming, because I didn't want my son. Cause my son probably came home sick one time. I was like, I'm done, and that was with when they had that COVID spread. Okay, when they had the 19 spread, I'm telling you that was bad. I didn't like that. My son ain't been sick since. Okay.
Zoomed in because
Girl, that's all she does is go to HEB. Jasmine, golly. Cut that down, son. Cut that down. All right, Jesus Christ, go crying out. I mean, Jesus crying out loud. Where she go? Yeah, she's not very good at editing. They have like way better editing softwares now. She's doing it the old school way.
I only got a couple things from the grocery store. I'm cooking spaghetti tonight.
Her transitions aren't really good. And I'm not an editor, but I know what I'm looking at. I'm not an editor like you, Passion, or you, I'm hungry, or even you, or you too, Pineapples. I'm not an editor like you guys. You guys are some cold, you know, editors. Okay, that's not me. Okay, but I do know that her transitions aren't great. She needs to upgrade her technology.
But yeah, so I got a couple
Got a MacBook.
things. 2 ground beefs.
I hate these ground beef loaves. God, is that more processed? Oh, I wouldn't. When I was eating meat, I wouldn't eat them. Ugh.
Try this new strawberry.
Go to a butcher; it'd be cheaper anyway. If you go to a butcher, it'd be cheaper, and you can use your food stamps, Jasmine. But
Sunrise by Lonnie. Maya's making what you call it. Got a baby wipes for the potty. Just got one because I really don't.
you know that having that stuff down in there, Jasmine, your toilet can still get clogged, even if they tell you that you know it's flushable. That's not true. Okay, I'm gonna tell you because my husband also does plumbing, and I'm telling you that you know how many things he's unclogged, y'all. He don't even let me put that stuff down, even though it says it's flushable. That stuff is not flushable, ma'am. It's not flushable. And you're going to clog up that landlord's toilet and they're going to be having to come in there and get it. It comes out through the pipes and everything. It'll come out in different places of your house. If you keep doing that, I'm trying to tell you, but listen. Those are not flushable, babe. I don't care what it tell you.
We don't use baby wipes like that, but only Legend for the potty. Got some.
My son got done with his food and he had seconds, okay? He got a banana, Jasmine. That's what you should let your children do. Your children should be able to have seconds and a fruit after, okay? Or a snack, you know, some type of snack. That's your snack, okay?
Detergent for him. Some what is this called, y'all? Cups, plates, Maya, deodorant, stuff to make spaghetti. I also was not sure. I think I do have spaghetti sauce, but it's fine. I got another.
One deodorant, is that for the whole house? Is that communal deodorant?
One. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I got from the grocery store. I'm actually gonna do my cardio. It's 11:55, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my cardio.
Oh, I hate when she tells us what time it is. Girl. It doesn't matter. I would rather if you gonna just don't tell us the time, please. Are you father time, girl?
Only because I'm just like I'm trying to get back into working out heavily, like more. Go sit on the potty. You gotta go sit on the potty first. Did you pee? But okay, yeah. So I'm gonna go do that. I did get a.
Oh, the potty's not in the living room, girl. And when you potty train, you actually kind of have to go in there with them. Wouldn't that make sense? Wouldn't that make sense for you to go in there with him? Maybe y'all can do a potty song together. You just tell them to sit on the potty is not effective. Obviously, it's not. It hasn't worked in thus far.
Wash and dryer when we deliver it until the end of this week, but I got this detergent just for him just to see if it's the detergent that's affecting him. His body just broke out all over. It's crazy. But I'm about to have one of these, and I'm about to go and work out in, okay? Because my knees are a little sore. I don't like feeling like that, so.
I'll go right there. Come on. No.
Legend here.
Jasmine, oh my God. If you teach the boy how to you more interested in sports. I mean, girl, do you know how embarrassing this is? Your son is out there on the court with a pamper on his butt. Come on, Jasmine. That's kind of embarrassing. You don't think that's a little embarrassing? Because you, after all, do care about what people think about you, right? I know you do. But not just for his sake. Don't you care about his well-being and him being potty trained?
Kick it, mama. Kick it. Come on. Put it down and kick it. Put it on the ground. Put it down, Legend. Kick it. Kick it. Legend. Here, Legend. Come on, Legend. Look, Legend. Come kick it. Come here. Come here. Hurry. Kick it. Oh, Legend.
I understand. I know. So where's the remote though? Bring it here. That's what I'm asking. You understand? Thank you, son. I appreciate it. Okay. Sorry, I'm mothering over here. Okay. I do have to talk to my son from time to time. Don't that make sense for me to have to talk to him from time to time? No problem. See, y'all don't think I'm supposed to talk to my son? Okay, you weird. Let's go.
Yeah, I think about it. Woohoo!
Are you smiling?
Yeah. Oh, that's a big kick.
The children gotta hold the camera. That would be so annoying if my mother filmed. If my mother was a YouTuber and I had to, and she had to, I had to film her interact with her life and stuff. That would be so annoying. Do you know how annoying that would be? That I had to do that. That's a chore. YouTube doesn't come off as a chore. YouTube comes off as a chore and not really as fun with you, Jasmine. It doesn't. It's just weird. You don't think that that's weird? These children gonna grow up and hate social media. Either they gonna grow up and hate social media, or they gonna grow up and love it and be too much with it. Okay, but let's continue.
Your child is one of a kind.
Okay, thank you, buddy. Just in case. All right, just in case. All right, I appreciate it. No problem. Thank you. Thank you. All right.
Get it. Yeah. Yeah. Get it.
Okay, so he's holding one ball in his hand and kicking the other. Okay. Jasmine, at this point, okay, so you're just doing quality time. I There's nothing wrong with her doing quality time with the with the little kiddos. I mean, that's cool. But golly, everything, every effing thing. He's upstairs, by the way, y'all. Every
Careful with this affirmation.
every effing thing this little every effing thing she does is for the camera. I agree with Liv when she said that, but Liv can't necessarily say that about somebody because she's that herself. Everything is for the effing camera. Everything is to prove people wrong. I just never seen anything like that. I've never seen people get on here just to prove people wrong. It is so weird. I'm just gonna be honest. It is so weird. Okay. But let's continue. This is all I'm gonna eat today. If I get hungry again, I'm just gonna do some grapes. Cause I'm not getting ready to eat all this pasta. I mean, I'm not getting ready to eat a whole bunch of more stuff. I'm pretty full. If I get hungry again, I'm gonna eat some grapes. So hopefully everybody's eating as healthy as they possibly can eat, okay, y'all? Because 2005, we want to live as long as we can live. Not just live, but live in a happy life where we're not sitting up in bed. Well, I normally do have a happy life, y'all, but y'all know when you I hurt myself from working out. It ain't like I got a cold or I'm sick. Oh God. Oh God.
Oh! Oh, go get it, go get it. Oh, that's a big kick. Get it, kick it to her. Ooh! Yeah, don't you start soccer? Ooh!
Let's see. Hopefully, now one thing I do hope out of this, out of him playing soccer, I hope it helps him to not be so whiny. Okay. Okay. I hope that it makes him less whiny. Okay.
Alright, you guys, so I'm currently starting on dinner. It's 1:25, just to be done with it. Legend, I was outside with him for a little while, kicking the ball, but right now he's coloring. I have my workout, everything, so that whenever I leave from here, you know, I don't have to work out later at the YMCA. But he's coloring. I just came inside. I'm cooking the spaghetti. I'm having to just probably get in the pot, y'all. Cause my other one, I'm afraid it just making. I don't know. I'm afraid that it's gonna burn something up. But cooking dinner, yes, I'm cooking spaghetti. Something quick. A lot of y'all have concerns on why I cook spaghetti a lot or I cook certain things like a lot. Honestly, I cook this stuff a lot because y'all, when you have kids in sports, I try to cook what's more convenient and what's easy for me. And
Right, I get it. I mean, today I started off. I mean, she don't know how to cook nothing else, y'all. Stop playing. Okay. Today I was trying to make. Well, I don't know. I was just gonna do some pasta. some noodles, some spaghetti noodles, and I was just gonna put some little sauce in it, season it up, and then it just kind of wind up going into a lasagna type of pasta tasty. I threw some cheese in there, and then I had the little broccoli off to the side, and my son didn't mix match it together in the broccoli, so it kind of turned out to be like a lasagna kind of thingy. But it has it's spaghetti noodles, but it's a different type of spaghetti noodles. You know what I mean? That's another conversation. Okay, but let's talk about it.
Spaghetti's one thing. Okay, I know that y'all have some.
I'm gonna have at least spaghetti, probably once a week because my son adores it. My husband, not so much, right? But spaghetti probably at least once a week or once a month. Okay, so it's either gonna be once a week. Can't do spaghetti no more than 2 days in a row, unless I have leftovers. Right, that's the only way I would have twice, multiple times a week if I made a huge pot. You know what I mean? But for the most part, like tomorrow, like I've been doing a lot of meal plannings in a different way. We've been doing a lot of different meal plannings because we're trying to uh hit the best type of foods, you know what I mean? Now spaghetti, the noodles, or they're like, well, the noodles are actually they're made out of quinoa. So they're different, right? So they're not the typical spaghetti noodles, right? So, but I don't mind spaghetti. I grew up with my mom. She made a mean spaghetti, and she used to make me vegetarian spaghetti, right? And the thing is, she made it once a week. That's just how I grew up. I grew up on spaghetti once a week. We had every meal. We had vegetables with it, right? We always had vegetables. We always had fruit, and we always had a dessert. Now, that's one thing I do lack in my household is dessert. I don't really have a lot of desserts, y'all. I don't really do a lot of desserts because I know that. I mean, there are some healthier desserts. Have I made healthy desserts? Yes, I made fruit desserts. Yes, but not so much, y'all, because I got thick hips and we not trying to gain no weight. Okay, we're not trying to be looking slabby. Okay.
Questions, about me bonding out of jail and saying like, Jasmine, we know you only had to pay 10%. No, my baby fathers paid $500. Not me, they paid $500. Now,
I think it's really weird, Jasmine. Chris don't barely pays child support, so why would he give you money to bail you out of jail? Jasmine, you don't even talk to. Come. I just don't understand what her obsession is with throwing these men in here. With her throwing these men in here helping to get her out of jail. Well, number one, let's be clear on something. Let me have a real conversation with y'all. Okay, let me say this. Number one, you know, Philip is in a whole new relationship. I don't care if he has children with Jasmine or not. It makes no sense that he would bail her funky tail out of jail. I don't care if he has the children. We're not bailing her out of jail because that would be Hannah's money. We know that. We ain't playing these games. Hannah ain't bit more bailed you out of jail than the man in the moon. We're not going to play these games. And if they did, you had to pay them back. If they did, you had to pay them back. I still wouldn't do it because I wouldn't, because if I have you if I bail you out of jail and you gotta pay me back and I gotta wait for my money, nah, babes. Nah. That's weird. Okay.
the 10%, why? Because that's what they were trying to do at first, is pay 10%. So because it's not in my county, you're required to pay the full fee. Can you help me? You need help, Maya? Can you push that book down? He's trying to hold it down. I don't know, put something on it, the coloring. Can you put the colors on? Help him. He's trying to push it down. So with that being said, they had to pay the full $500. And I'm not here to convince.
Is that a flex though, Jasmine? So some ninjas, some baby daddies of yours so why would they wait? Because they didn't do that much in while y'all was in a relationship. Let's just keep it real. They didn't do that much. Well, maybe Philip did more so, but for a fact, Chris did not do all that for you when he was in a relationship. You had, when he did pay the rent, the one time he did pay the rent, you said out your own mouth that you had to pay him back. Okay, Jasmine. So we know that y'all not even in a relationship. So he gonna jeopardize his relationship to bail your behind out of jail. Jasmine, that don't even sound right. That don't even sound right. This cut it out. Cut it out. Okay. Let me read your comments because I just refuse to believe this. And you don't have to try to convince me. You love spaghetti, Paulette? Okay. Uh she wearing this right, and right, she wearing this out exactly and stuck on stupid. Exactly. Okay. Right. It's just weird at this point. How you doing, Kat? Welcome to the McClicky Palace, okay? It's just weird at this point. It's just how you doing, Lynn? It's just what do y'all want me to say at this point? What do y'all want me to say? What do y'all want me to say? So a man who have not cared about her in years that he's known her. So all of a sudden he got with the other baby daddy and they said, okay, man, okay, you do. All right. So what we gonna do is we gonna put our minds together. We gonna break it down. See, I'll do 250. Okay, and you do 250. And what we'll do is come together to get Jasmine out of jail because we care about Jasmine. Come on, Jasmine. We ain't gonna cut. I just can't believe it. It just nothing would convince me. Even if Philip and Chris came on here themselves and said, "Hey, we bailed her out of jail," I wouldn't believe it. I just wouldn't believe it because I would think as a host, I'd be like, "Is that the real Chris?" I just don't believe it. And Philip, a pimp, okay, saying, "Oh, I'm gonna bail her out of jail. I really care about her. Oh, I'm gonna really care about her. I'm gonna bail her out of jail." Like, come on now. We're not gonna play these games. We are not. What we're not gonna do is play these games. Okay. We're not gonna play these games. We're not gonna buy into this. We're just not gonna do that over here. Now, Jasmine, you can convince people on your own time. This is my time, and what we're not gonna do, and this is our time, okay, y'all crystals. Okay, Crystals, this is our time, and what we're not gonna do is let Jasmine play in our face. She can't play in our face. We ain't gonna play these games, okay? We're not gonna play these games, y'all. That's what we're not gonna do, okay? All right. Godly, I'm gonna drop this link in a minute, okay? Hold on, y'all. We're gonna drop this link, and if y'all want to come up and express yourself and say whatever you gotta say, then you are more than welcome to, okay?
Anybody, people are gonna think what they want to think.
I mean, exactly. You care about what I think, or what I think is my opinion. Just like, again, it doesn't matter, Jasmine. You don't have to try to convince us that these two ninjas came together and was like, we're gonna save Jasmine. We're gonna save her. We're gonna save Jasmine. You have an issue. I don't know what it is about you, why you want to be saved so bad, girl. Y'all remember that song? I'm old school. Y'all remember that song? She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be. Oh, save her. Get the golden stick. Okay, I'm just like, you know what I mean, though. Jasmine got an issue about being saved, y'all. Girl, somebody save me. Somebody out there. You know what I mean, girl? Why do you want to be saved so bad, girl? Uh, Okay, I don't know who this is. I don't even know who this is. Okay, I don't know. Somebody to put some stuff up here. Wait a minute, hold on. Oh God, why do people send me? Why do it's just weird? Somebody gonna send me. I have to delete people. People are so weird. Okay, ciao. Anyway, let's continue, y'all.
My
Oh,
husband business.
Her baby Suge Knight go. Yes, I'm live.
They're like, oh, your baby. We know Chris ain't paid. We know they ain't paid. Look, I said what I said. I can't. I don't know what you want me to say. I don't put all my business out there, but I feel like y'all wanted to know so much, so I gave it to y'all. And it's like when I give it to y'all, y'all be like, what? Why? How embarrassing called your baby daddies?
Girl, you do put your business out here. What do you mean you don't put your business out here? Girl, that's what you do at your pastime is put your what business out here, girl. That's what y'all all do. Is it then be like stay out of my business? You know what I mean? It's just weird. They'll be like, they'll say on one hand, this is what happened. Then when you comment on it, they're like, stay out of my business. I'm like, are you serious? Or you gotta be serious. You're not telling the truth. Are you just being honest with me? Are you being honest with me? You
First of all, I called Philip and Hannah first, and that's because I was by their exit. And
know what though? Can I tell you the truth, Jasmine? Hannah, no, I'm not talking to Jasmine. Hannah, bring your A over here. I can't say what I want to say because I do talk loud and my voice elevates, and I want to try to make sure that my kid don't hear me. So I'm gonna try to say it in a way that grown people who are intelligent can understand where I'm coming from. Okay. But this message is for Hannah. Can y'all send this to Hannah, please? Hannah, baby, sweetheart, I'm gonna talk to you. I don't know if your mama have this conversation with you, but do you understand that you're in a relationship with Jasmine too? Do you understand that you are in a relationship with Jasmine too? Jasmine is too effing needy. Okay, too freaking needy. You are way too needy. Every time people turn around, you are always needing something. You need a babysitter for your children. You need somebody to go pick your children up for school. You need your children have to have somewhere to sleep. You always need some. Your children need new clothes. You need new furniture. You always need something. Golly, Jasmine, could you please stay out of these people's business, stay out of these grown people's relationship because you're a single mother and you chose to have a child by a pimp does not give you the right to keep on interfering in somebody else's relationship. At some point in time, you gotta grow up. You gotta man up. You know what I mean? You got to grow up and put your grown women panties on. You are in your 30s. You are in your mid 30s. You are 5 years away from being 40, girl. You are middle age. You're what they call middle age. You understand that you women are not children no more. Y'all always say old grannies, but y'all are not that much younger than us over here. Okay. And at some point in time, you have to grow up. You are still doing things that teenagers do. You dress like a teenager. You talk like a teenager. None of the stuff that comes out of your mouth sounds like a grown up adult. Okay. I'm trying to understand why you think it was okay to be on here calling another grown woman to bail your punk A out of jail. Now, I don't understand. Listen, he's in a whole nother relationship with some other hussy. I'm just gonna be honest, okay? And you still calling this man and asking him to do something for you, Jasmine. You know, Hannah, at some point in time, girl, you got to see your way out of it because you in a relationship with Jasmine, you in a relationship with her children on a consistent level. You're their mother. You're their mother. You're in a relationship with you two. You're in a relationship with all of Philip's family, including Jasmine's. Now, good Lord. Do you have any kind of peace of mind? Because every time you turn around, you turn left, a child is coming out your butt. You don't even have a children. You are a single woman. You don't have no children. You are not engaged to this man. You are not married. You are not married. And you in a whole relationship with this buffoon. Okay? Girl, every time you can't even go in the kitchen by yourself. You can't even go to the bathroom without the children knocking on the door. You know what I mean? It's Asia children is there and Jasmine children there. Do you get any kind of breaks? Golly, does anybody raise their children a little bit? It's nothing wrong with having a village, right? Because my mother was very heavily involved in my children being raised. My mother, okay? My mother. Golly. This is a single woman, and y'all putting out, Philip, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Why are you putting all this pressure on this woman? Why are you? This is your children. These are your children. Take care of your children. Why do you have this other woman in this house? If you want to do all this, just sorry, y'all. Just be with Jasmine by herself. Just be with Jasmine and be a stepfather. You already said you don't mind being a stepfather. Just be a man to Jasmine by herself so she don't have to keep tipping through the tulips, okay? This is really disgusting, Philip. Come on. Why are y'all constantly having to rescue Jasmine from herself? This don't make no sense now. Come on, y'all. Do you understand where I'm coming from? This don't make no sense. Every time you turn around, Jasmine needs help with something. She's always overwhelmed. You know what, Jasmine? Go get a cocker spaniel. Go get a mental dog, a dog. You know what? Give Bentley to somebody else. Go get you a dog that will help with your. Go get what do you call that? A service dog. Go get you a service dog, girl. Because you need it. You need it. You are so helpless. You can't do nothing. Golly. It don't make no sense. People can't even move on with their life without you there. Move on. Get away. Get it together. Nobody wants to keep being bothered with you. You are the past. You are the past. You are Philip and Chris's past. Leave these men alone. Let them move on. Let them find some happiness. You go find you some. Don't you have a man? Why your man didn't bail you out of jail? Why you got somebody else's man bailing you out of jail? Now, since you want to say that happened, I don't believe it, but since you want to say this happened, let's talk about it from the standpoint of you telling the truth, which we doubt it, because you're a liar too. Okay? Why won't you let these men move on with their lives, girl? They dumped you. You were the dumper. You were the dumpee, not the dumper. Okay? You always getting dumped. You always getting dumped. And these men don't owe you nothing. These men don't owe you nothing. It's over. Debt has been paid. Okay?
I need them to come get my car. So after that, so Philip and Hannah took my car to their house, and yep, I went to their house and got my car, came back this way. They got to still pay for me to eat. I didn't have to pay my own food.
So they had to not only bail you out of jail, they had to trail your car. Hannah had to take time out of her lifestyle to come and not only keep your children, but come and get that car of yours. Come and get that car of yours and trail it somewhere. No, ma'am. This is beyond a village, y'all. This is beyond a flipping village now. We're not going to play this game. This is too much. And y'all know I'm not lying. Y'all know this is way too much. Way too much. Why? Listen, we're not doing all that. That's what we're not doing. Like, now, ma'am, now, we might take the children. If it's our time, then we'll take the children and drop them off at your mama's house. Okay? If it's not our time to keep the children. But it's ridiculous that they gotta get legendary, gotta pay you to bail you out. Pay to bail you out. If we're looking at the standpoint of your story, okay? If this is your story, this makes you even more look like a jerk off than you are. You look even more like a jerk off than you are. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. You look like a jerk off. Because not one person in a right mind would keep on having to bail you out. It ain't just bailing you out of jail. It's not just about financially. You always there. When Philip and Hannah was having issues, here your bitch ass at. Go. Where you at? Why you in their business? Well, I've already talked to Hannah. Why are you talking to Hannah after they done broke up? What you got to do with it? Philip, let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. Aren't you in a relationship with Hannah? If you want to have something real with Hannah, let go of Jasmine. Let Jasmine figure it out. Hannah, he don't look like he willing to let go of Jasmine either. Okay? Don't you think this is too much? Open up your mouth. Open up your beak and speak. Stand up for yourself. Why you letting these people run all over you? You are taking care of Asia's children. You are taking care of Jasmine's children. Now, at some point in time, now your mammy is buying stuff for Jasmine's children too. These are not her grandchildren. Y'all are not married. You're not married, and this is not gonna make it. This is not gonna make him want to marry you either. You look like a fool. You gotta set some boundaries here. Do you have any kind of boundaries? Do you have any kind of boundaries? You done already told this girl you didn't want her filming you. What did she do? She's still filming you. She's still filming. Now she got a Maya filming you. Now she got a Maya filming. At some point in time, you have to set boundaries. Or you are a woman or you are a mouse. That's what I want to know. This is ridiculous. That you still doing all this stuff for this woman. This is not your friend. Jasmine is nobody's friend. Jasmine is never been anybody's friend. She will never be anybody's friend. She will never be anybody's friend or family. She don't care about nobody but her raggedy A self. That's all she cares about is herself. She don't put nothing above anybody. All she does is sit around, and I don't see you. Let me tell you something. Like I said, I hurt myself. And y'all had to lay down. Do you understand how hard it is? Y'all, I really wanted to cry today. I wanted to cry today because I'm like, I just can't lay around in the bed. It's ridiculous. I can't lay around. I got to get up and do something. You know what I mean? I done wash clothes. Y'all see I'm washing dishes now. I done cooked dinner. You know what I mean? I ain't supposed to be even moving. Okay? Because it hurts. But it's no way that I'm going to sit around and let my house look crazy. I just can't do it. And these women will be like, oh, I'm depressed. My house starts to look dirty. Look, let me tell you something. I can't do it. I cannot do it. They're not raising their children. They are not, got somebody else managing them. Philip is going to forever be a manager of Jasmine. And it's ridiculous. That's why he became a pimp. Because he had to raise Jasmine. It don't make no sense. Who's going to take responsibility? Okay?
Believe what y'all want to believe. Look, I'm not here to make you believe me. I'm just telling you the facts. But
Are you proud of that, Jasmine? Are you proud that that if this is true? Are you proud of this? It don't make you look good. It makes you look weak. Why is your baby daddy both of your baby daddies who are in other relationships with other women bailing your dumb self out of jail? So you don't think that makes sense? Oh, okay. Let me see what y'all talking about in these comments. Okay. Childbirth is a risk, healthy or not, right? Why would I have a kid, right, for a ninja that doesn't even care of me or my child or the child, exactly? I believe that feel, but not hips, exactly. Hannah don't want her kids full time, exactly. It don't make no sense. Be careful. Put your banner up before you let them on your panel. Okay. What banner? Um, she just can't wait to tell us little thing about them dusty baby daddies. Okay. She trying to act like like her love life is a secret. Truth is her love life is non-existence. Exactly. Exactly. It's non-existent. Nobody's checking for you, lady, with 5 unruly children. Okay. Right. Jazz lie on 2 dusty baby daddies. We see you and your kids' lifestyle. Exactly. We know these men ain't providing significant support. Exactly. Sorry, I'm back, y'all. Okay. You had to go for a few minutes. I understand. Okay. So Jasmine didn't have $500 in a savings account? Well, apparently not. Okay. Exactly. This girl is living from pillar to post. Okay. I said it for you. Okay. Right. She living from the SSI checks. Okay. Cause she sure as hell ain't making no money on YouTube. Okay. I don't feel sorry for Hannah. She's letting it happen right to here. Okay. Okay. How you doing, T? What's up, T? T loving it. T loving it. Okay. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm gonna make sure we do this. Okay, y'all. Let's continue. Okay. Let's continue. Okay. All these mamas are socially awkward. I mean, I'm socially awkward. How you doing, Dorla? I can't lay around the house. Right. I was up in the week after knee surgery. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? It's like I'm just not lazy. I'm sorry. Golly. What you say? They on the eggplant diets. Girl, you crazy. Hannah is slow T. Girl, slow too. Okay. I understand what you're saying. You got that accent. You said she's slow too. I can't say it how you say it. I wish I could say it like how you say it. Slow too. Okay. All right. She loving it. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's continue.
It is what it is, honestly. You know, I'm grateful that I do have a support system when it comes to them, and they was able to get me out of jail ASAP, literally, as soon as my bond was set down there. And the police officer was like, "Oh, that's your son?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's my son. He's not used to being without me for so long." So he was like, "Yeah, he was asking about you." Because it was only...
Girl, nobody gave a damn. Girl, ain't nobody asked you that. You know, police do not care, Jasmine. Oh my God, girl. What is wrong with you? You really need to talk to somebody. You really need to talk to somebody. You one of them ones. That's you. That's you one of them ones, okay? You one of them ones that just something wrong with you. You need to talk to somebody. You need to look. I know I'm socially awkward, right? But I can still function. I can still function with a group of people. I really can. I can still function with a group of people. I can still socialize in a room. I'm just socially awkward on certain level. It's not something I really want to do. It's not, you know what I mean? If you were to, you know what I mean? It's like my least favorite thing to do to be around a crowd of people, right? It's just my least favorite thing to do, unless they paying me, right? Unless I'm getting paid. Okay, if I'm not getting paid for free, I don't want to sit around a group of people. But it is what it is. I would do it if I have to. I just have to get my mind right. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, okay, well, I gotta go around this group of people, right? But golly, it's a difference in fun. I can function in society for crying out loud. Golly. But I like being in my own space. I like who I am. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm my favorite person, okay? I am. But this is weird. Child. This is girl. Oh, child. Okay, y'all. Let's continue. I'm trying to wash these last little bit of dishes that I've contributed. Let's go.
Legend down there.
If you're balancing the college admission process.
Okay. Well, we always have to see. He's always on somebody's commercial. He be on my commercial too. Okay, let's listen to Jasmine.
And I went straight to mommy mode because that's what I do, which is straight to sports. You know? But it is what it is, y'all. Like, life is just, people just think that they can hurt me. They want to hurt me so bad, and they just be looking crazy.
I would say more soccer momish, right? But soccer moms usually they'll cook and clean. I mean, does she clean up? Yeah, sure, on occasion. But she not laying around on her tukas, right? Yeah, she clean up on occasion. I ain't gonna sit up here and clown her, but she cleans up on occasion. But come on now. Like, I'm just trying to reason and find some logic here in what she's saying. I'm just, I don't believe that she is, but this is not really a flex that she's acting like why don't they move on with their life? Okay, so everybody looks like they need to move on with their life. Jasmine, you need to figure it out. Maybe you need to hit rock bottom. You kind of one of them chicks. You need to hit rock bottom so you can see what it is. You think everybody owes you something. You think your mammy owe you something. You think Philip owe you something, and he don't. Like, he don't owe you nothing. I mean, debt has been paid. Okay, he's paid for it enough. Okay, debt has been paid as far as you and your children are concerned. Now he got other debts. Now if he gonna pay some debt, he need to pay some debt to them other children that he don't see. Them children that was given up for adoption. Now he owe a debt. He owe a debt to them. You damn right he do. But he don't owe no debt to your children with him. No. He's already has them all the time. And if they're in his house. But Jasmine, you complain about how he takes care of them too. You're like, oh well, the children came back looking crazy. Like they come back, you send them over there crazy, and they come back worse off. Is anybody gonna listen? Let me shut up. I ain't gonna say nothing. You know what? You know what? Let me shut my mouth. Let me shut my mouth. Look, listen. They don't have to do nothing for these children. I don't really give a damn. Let me quit acting like I care. This ain't my life. No. And some of y'all will be like, ew, these everybody don't live like this. Like, listen, y'all, I don't live like this. I'm sorry, I don't. And you can't convince me I do. I just don't live like this, and I'm not gonna act like I do. I'm sorry. My house is not dirty. Okay, what's junky right now? It's not up to it's not up to par right now. But y'all know why. My shoulder hurt. Y'all know what's up with me. But golly. Now, some parts of the house is, and some parts not. I need to clean these bathrooms. That's what I need to do. Okay. And then tomorrow when I need to get some more laundry detergent. I got to get some more soap. I'm running out of soap and I'm running out of laundry detergent. But listen, I'm cleaning up what I can. You know what I mean? It's a difference in hurting yourself and just being pure lazy. Okay? It's a difference. And we're not gonna act like it isn't on this street, on the YouTube streets right now. We're not gonna play these games. Because I can show you my shoulder. It's really swollen. It looks crazy. Okay? It looks crazy. But let's continue.
All right, so dinner is done. I also made Kool-Aid as well for the kids. Like I said, it's just easier to do it now and not have to worry.
Fuck still eats Kool-Aid. Who Jasmine, you ain't looking at none of those. I know people that eat meat and everything. You listen, that's on you, okay? But you don't see the red, all the chemicals in the Kool-Aid. That's the worst drink that you can possibly give to the children. Kool-Aid. Come on, Jasmine. I didn't know people still make. Does anybody in here make Kool-Aid for their children? Please tell me if you do. I mean, you can be honest. I ain't gonna clown you. But does anybody in here make Kool-Aid? Please stop making Kool-Aid for your children. Please. Can you find something, another alternative? Please. Could you do something better than that? Come on now. You can't be still making Kool-Aid. Cut it out. Cut it out now. You can't still be making no damn Kool-Aid now. Come on now, y'all. Y'all got to upgrade. You ain't reading about them chemicals in that Kool-Aid, y'all. And even in some of these regular juices that they putting out into the on the market. Do y'all know that stuff is hurting our children? Stop making Kool-Aid for your children, please. I start choking on myself.
Worry about doing it later when we come home from volleyball. So get stuff done now. I'm about to wash these dishes and then I'll sit down and edit this boy here. He's saying that. All right, Caitlin's at volleyball practice. Move, Caitlin, move.
You know what would be really nice? Is that her out there looking like that? Ew. This would be really nice. Jasmine, have you ever asked? Let me ask you something. Have you ever asked your children what would you like to do for a sport? There's nothing wrong with her doing sports with these children. But have you ever asked them? Because Ava, when you start telling Ava that she's running track, girl, Ava is gonna tolerate over, girl. You gotta give her some nutrition. She look like anemic. She look like anemic, okay? You gotta give these children some nutrition. You can't possibly be do you ask them what they want to do? Do you even ask them like, hey, would you like to play basketball? Would you like that? Why don't you find something they want to do? Why don't you find something they would like to do, Jasmine? Please. Find something they would like to do. I don't think it's wrong to force children to do something. I don't think so. But I think it's wrong that you don't find out what they like to do. That's what makes it wrong. It's nothing wrong with putting your children in an activity. Okay? But find out what they like. Find out if they like sports, if they like basketball, if they like football. What do they like? Kayla, or Caitlin, whatever her name is, Kayla, whatever. She don't seem like, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful because she's a beautiful young lady, okay? But I'm trying to understand what she's doing here. Because look, you can tell when somebody don't want to do something. I don't know. Jasmine, you don't know how to, you talk about somebody don't know how to read the room, girl. You don't know how to read the room. You could tell Kristen, won't you? But she the same person that couldn't tell that Chris didn't want her. She couldn't read the room where her mama was having that little get together with her mama and her people was having a get together, and Jasmine shows up with the dog, the monkey, you know what I mean? People that basically she was trying to get a break. You know, when you grown, you don't want to sit up around your children. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. You don't want to sit up around your grandchildren. When it's your time off, you are doing your time off. You know what I mean? But no, Jasmine had all of her children. She had the dog, the cat, the monkey, you know, there. And it's ridiculous. She was not invited. You can tell she wasn't invited. It's weird. Don't you know when you're not invited to some people don't invite you there for a reason? They don't want you there. They don't want you there. You don't get that. So you don't get that you don't want yet you not want. Oh my God. Like, come on, Jasmine. You got to understand there's a time and a place for everything. And people don't want you around. People don't want to do something. You can look at people's facial expressions to know that they don't like you. Olivia did not like you. You didn't look at her facial expression. I could have told you that. We tried to tell you she didn't like you. She never liked you, Jasmine. You big dummy. She didn't like you. She never liked you. Okay? She never liked you. You didn't get her facial expression. Chrissy thought she was better than you, Jasmine. You didn't look at her facial expression to know that that girl thought she was better than you. I'm sorry, Chrissy, you did. Your facial expression said it all. I'm sorry. You just looked at her like she was crazy. You didn't respect her. You did. You did. And you gotta call it, you gotta keep it real. You gotta keep it real. You know, I mean, I know she did do you wrong, Chrissy. I get it, right? But she didn't like you. You didn't like her for real. So I don't know why you act surprised that she basically lied, told some things about you that we probably shouldn't have. I don't know if it's a lie or not. I ain't gonna say it's a lie. I ain't gonna say it's the truth. I don't know. I'm not in your business. None of my business, right? Okay. But it's obvious that you didn't like her. You know, y'all didn't like her. You thought Jasmine was beneath y'all. Y'all care because I could tell by how y'all when y'all clicked up, when her and me clicked up, you threw Jasmine away like a bad habit. You did. And you can say, well, she wasn't listening. She wasn't trying. Yeah, no, of course she wasn't listening. But if that was still your friend, you still would have had some regard for her a little bit, right? But you threw her away like old sneakers. Let's keep it real. You threw her away like you did those PP mattresses. I'm sorry. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. I'm just saying, don't be mad. Don't be mad, y'all. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Don't laugh, y'all. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny, y'all. Okay, don't laugh. Okay? So I wasn't saying it to be funny. I'm just telling y'all the truth. Now, look. Listen, don't do it. Don't do it, y'all. Don't do it. It's not nice. Don't laugh at me, okay? Don't laugh. Let's continue. Oh God! Now she playing Luther Vandross. Dun, 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 dun. I woke up this morning just to see you for another picture. Caitlin doesn't want to play. She looks like a stiff weed on the court. She doesn't want to shoot. She doesn't want to play, Jasmine. Why you force this girl to like something that is not for her? Oh my love. And I just can't want to stop. Because Caitlin looks like she looked like a fish out of water. I'm just being honest. 1,000 kisses to you, but she don't want to play. Jasmine, stop. I'm just being honest now. Y'all know I'm not lying. Look at her. You can't read it. You can't tell about the expression on her face. She don't want to do this, babes. She don't want to do it. Jasmine. God, that was the longest video of my life. That was so unnecessary. I could not get the 15 minutes or however long this dang on video was that I reacted for about an hour on it. It just was not worth it, girl. You could have kept this in the chamber. You should have kept this video. This one of these videos that you should have hid. You should have hid this video and not put this out. All you did was put ointment on this little boy. You put ointment on his butt. Okay. You went to HEB. You kicked the ball with him. That is not. Oh God, it hurts to laugh, y'all. Oh Lord, it hurts to laugh. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Now, come on now. See, y'all trying to make me feel bad. Oh, okay. Y'all want to sit up and talk about me and say I'm being mean? Are you serious? Come on now, y'all. Y'all know this ain't right. This ain't right. Now, you know she wasted all of our time. Y'all know we could have been doing something way different with our lives. But no, here she is. First of all, let me apologize to each and every one of y'all to making y'all sit through this video. Okay, I apologize. Okay, I really humbly apologize on my end. Can you please forgive me? All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and do us a nice little I guess I'm gonna throw up my little thing. Okay, y'all ready to come up here? All right, let me drop my thing. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me invite guests. I don't know. When you say put my banner up, what banner are you referring to? All right. Well, listen, let me just say this. All right, I'm gonna play this one little thing. Give me a second here. I'm gonna play a few minutes of this video, y'all, so y'all can know that whatever my guests say is what my guests say. I don't have to agree or believe it, okay? And I'm telling y'all, yes, y'all don't have to agree or believe anything that my guests say that's gonna be coming up here on this panel. That's on them how they feel. They can think how they feel. I'm just opening up the platform for them to express themselves, okay? Hannah is putting all of this nonsense just to lay next to a ninja. Right, exactly. A frog. Okay. Okay. Uh, let's not forget the $553 that was left owing on the rent. Exactly. Nasty red bumps. Oh my God. Soccer moms have a husband right to provide for and pay the bills. And yes, correct. Correct. You are correct about that. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Right, soccer mom, but probably a jail mom. Cause Daryl gonna take her through it all. All right, when he gets older. Girl, why y'all call him Daryl? I hope you feel better, sis. I hope so too. Okay. Y'all are crazy. Aiden first and then Derry, okay? Girl. How you doing, Mastermind? Hell no, no cool aid. Okay. I'm just saying, I hope y'all not drinking Kool-Aid. I'm just saying, please don't be drinking no Kool-Aid. Please. Luther Vandross is better than turning around and licking and touching music she normally plays. It is. Hey, Carmen. Girl. Fat loofah, okay? Or skinny loofah, okay? Because there is a what difference, girl? There is definitely a difference. Okay. All right, y'all. Here we go. I'm hungry. What? Hey, where you at, girl? Hold on. I'm hungry. Let me make you smile. Go ahead and talk. I'm hungry. Hey, how you doing? I'm hungry. I can't hear you. I'm hungry. I can't hear you. Can y'all hear I'm hungry? Maybe it's just me. Well, I can't. Okay. I'm gonna drop this down as well. I don't know what banner y'all want me to put up, but
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Thank you. Thank
Oh,
you.
I think I was on mute. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
How are you, Dr. A?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
I said, how are you doing? Not if you were here or not. I see you here.
I
How are
know.
you?
I'm just saying I'm here. Oh my God. I wish I can get rid of this neck thing. Girl, it's getting on my nerves. So shoulder, neck, knees, heads, and shoulders. What you be saying? Knees, heads, and shoulders.
Notice? Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Pineapples, I love you. I love you. But I peep what you be doing, insinuating that I have a black heart. I peep that. But no, love you. Paulette, Tracy Pierce, my girl, buttons all day. Let's button it up. Okay.
Let's button it up. That's funny. I like that. I'm gonna use that. Okay. And I'm gonna act like you didn't say it. Okay. I'm gonna steal it. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, she's really rolling with this court thing. Like every day is something surrounding the court. And then she addresses Olivia without like indirectly addressing her,
Yes.
like either through her titles, like she had that title court, 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 like Olivia had court, court, court. But
Right.
I really wish she would just ignore Olivia. She would come out the bigger and better person if she just ignore her.
Right. But Jasmine can't. Jasmine can't ignore nobody. She can't. Girl, Jasmine don't have a. Jasmine is a. Jasmine don't have a functioning brain in her body that could just chill out and just be human or something. I don't know.
I really wish she would just grow up. Like I'm saying, I repeatedly told you I have a 33-year-old and I see the vast, and not just because he's a male, but just the vast difference
Of course.
between them. It's like she just lived day to day, like in a daze. And my 33-year-old is his days, and everything about his life is planned and double planned, and he dotting his I's and crossing his T's, and she just come what may. Just live every day just like blase. It's just another day.
Now she just wakes up going, yeah, I'm gonna film this. I'm gonna go to HEB. I'm gonna film this. I'm gonna go work out. I'm gonna film this. I'm gonna brush. What's his name? Derry. What's his name? Derry's hair. Davion. What's his name? I don't know the little boy name. What's his name? Legendary. I'm gonna brush Legendary's hair and I'm gonna film it. This- it's just the most bizarrest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like she's like, "Yo, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna look at you, look at me, and I'm gonna film it. I'm gonna talk about Olivia because that'll change the hopes and the minds of the people. But not worried about the judge, not worried about the possible jury because I don't know if it's gonna be a jury trial or not. Not worried about the lawyers, the prosecuting attorney, none of that. I'm just gonna change the hopes and minds on YouTube. Like who cares? My name is
Yeah,
Jasmine. I'm trying to
she
function.
just lived day to day, like with kind of like even no care in the world. I don't know. I don't know why she's not planning out her future. Because you can tell she doesn't even have the passion for this anymore. She doesn't edit like she used to. Because like I told you the other day, she really used to get down with the editing.
What
And
future?
pineapples agree with me on that. That yeah, I took little notes from her editing skills. She used to really, pay attention to details and transitions and things like that. But now it's like she don't care. She's just doing it to be doing something, which really she could be doing something to enhance her life personally. Like she doesn't have the passion for this, but she refuses to leave, and I don't understand that. If something is not bringing me joy anymore, and I'm not finding the happiness within it, I'm not going to continue to do it.
Yeah, but we talking about somebody that is lost in the Google sauce. We talking about somebody that cares more about what social media thinks, and we talking about somebody that doesn't have values, that doesn't have certain principles. That everything she gets off is based about social media and TikTok, especially TikTok. She's like, "Oh, I saw this new trend on TikTok. Oh guys, I'm gonna do this new trend. Like, so TikTok gotta tell you how to raise your children. TikTok gotta tell you to wash your children's butt. TikTok gotta tell you to wash your butt. TikTok gotta tell you to wash your face, that your face is broke out. Like that ain't normal. Like so you ain't seen everybody else with clear skin or with some decent skin, So you don't know not to have this little boy with a blanket, the dirty blanket. I mean, this is exhausting.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand it. You can even tell she doesn't even have that passion for that basketball she plays. She lumbers up and down, like dragging her
The lumber.
fat ass up and down the court. She doesn't really seem enthused about it. I'm serious. Just watch those little clips. I watch them intensely because I try to, incorporate them into my little videos and stuff. And she doesn't even have the passion for that. It's like she's doing it because that was the bond between her and Hips. So she's like she's doing it to impress him, like in hopes that he's watching. Like, look at me, Hips, I'm out. You said I didn't have a social life, but I have a social life. I'm playing basketball. I lost the weight that you told me I was too big. I'm being a better mother. Please see me, see me. And I don't believe he's even watching her like that.
Of course he ain't. I mean, why would he? Why does he need to watch her? He didn't watch her when
No,
she
but
was there. Like he didn't care when he was there. He was just like, "Where's my money?"
I wish she would just sit down with herself, just sit and find out what her purpose is and find out where her passions lie. I could tell when her she did do the video thing, the YouTube thing, that was kind of like a passion for her, but she could flip it and she could turn it. She just needs to do the research behind it because this social media thing is it's kind of over for her. Those vlogs are not getting views, and those lives that get the 6K, the 10K, the 20K view, those are bought views and subscribers. Those are bought. You can do them for your live. They send me those emails all the time where I can buy them to boost my lives. Not my vlogs, not if I do a video, but if I premiere the video, it's live. And they can bring in so many subscribers and so many viewers into my chat. And that's what they're doing. Her and Olivia. Olivia got a video over there with 33,000 views.
Ain't nobody
33 people, 33,000 people watching live. Really?
watching it. And if they are, they all need psychological therapy. like, like, ain't nobody watching no Olivia do nothing on here. And nothing she does is that important.
Well, I wish she would get her life together. Because, like I said, I don't dislike Jasmine. I don't. I don't. The videos, I just like how the videos I make was really just make it's all good and fun. It's all in fun. Let me put it like that.
Jasmine said it's not funny. Jasmine said she is not laughing. Jasmine said she is over here crying at your videos.
Is that right?
She said she is crying. You done made her cry looking at your videos.
Mm, well, she really gonna cry. Give me a few minutes. You
Oh
really gonna
Lord.
cry. I got a brand new computer with phenomenal storage. That's what happened to my old computer. I ran out of storage because when you record all these clips and things, they add up and they take up storage on your hard drive. And I ran out, my computer completely shut down, but I got a new one and I'm coming. But you know what, Jasmine? I'm gonna really teach you and give you good advice. I'm not gonna condemn you or make fun of you anymore because I'm here to. That's my purpose to teach others and heal others through laughter. Like I told you on the other side of YouTube, where I came from.
Mhm,
I make memorial videos for people that have, transitioned over.
mhm.
And I did it for a young lady on the other side of YouTube. She was only, I think, 54, 55 when she passed away. And her children, her adult children, didn't even know she had a YouTube channel. And they found the video and they watched the video that I made. It was like a 20-minute video just paying homage to her. And those children, each and every one of her four adult children called me crying. And they still keep in touch with me. They hit me up for Mother's Day, Christmas, the holidays. They hit me up. One of the guys wanted, his sons wanted my address to send me flowers. And
Oh,
I was like, I don't really give out my address like that. I don't want to be doxxed on these streets.
yeah. I know
But
that's
I knew they wouldn't do that. But I was telling him, thanks for the offer, but it's okay. Just you thanking me is enough.
exactly
So there's more to life than and this crap she doing. Girl, you went to jail. You went to a holding cell for 8 hours for some YouTube bullshit.
right.
Excuse my language, but
Go
come
ahead.
on, that doesn't make sense. You got 5 children under 12 and you're sitting in jail. Not something that you did in real life, not something that you're fighting for your kids in real life for some YouTube gossip. Like, come on, who does that?
Jasmine.
I'm not going to jail over no YouTube for nobody. Now, in my real life, that might be a different story. But even that, I'm a woman of a certain age, and I don't have time to be out here arguing and fighting with people. I can barely walk. No, I can walk, but I sure as hell can't run. And I'm not trying to run from nobody. I can't run from anybody. So I
I can
wish
run,
you'd
but
get it
I ain't
together.
run.
You can run.
I can run, but I ain't finna run for what?
Hey, sometimes you might have to run. You don't know what happened. These people.
Shoot, I'm running from a pow pow. I'm a zigzag. No, I'm
But
saying?
even when that happens, what do? You don't know where the bullets are coming from. All you can do is kind of duck. Do you really run from that?
You run, you dodge. I mean, I've been in this situation, but that's a whole nother
You
conversation.
know, I tell you, I'm in New York. They go to the public parks and they just start shooting. They
Right, right.
might have a target in mind, but they're shooting. You got kids and babies and strollers and stuff like that. You gotta be careful out here. That's
I'm
why I don't go on these streets talking nonsense to people. I don't give them attitude. If you give me attitude, I walk away. I never want to be in a position where I have to call my son to get protection. My job is to protect my children, not for them to protect me. His job is to take care of me when I'm old and need to change my pamper and things like that, but not when I'm still young and viral.
He's just
He's
gonna
not supposed to protect me. I'm supposed to protect him.
he
I would
gonna follow
never,
numbers. He gonna
huh?
follow. He ain't
You
changing.
gonna help me?
But
Well,
that's
I wouldn't put him in a position where he has to come and protect me.
it's still him taking care of you though. But I get what you're
I
saying.
think it's wrong. It was that. Remember that case in Chicago where the lady was in the restaurant, like the
Hmm.
chicken shack, and
I
she
know
kept
you
going
mean.
back and forth with that man, and the
Yeah,
son came in and pow pow. Like
yeah.
that wouldn't even have to be my son. Now you got to uproot your family. You got to move from everything you ever known just to relocate for protection.
Right, because it's thug life,
Yeah,
and I ain't.
because mama don't know when to shut her damn mouth and shit. Shut up.
Yeah, I'm good. I ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah, you can't beat that man. So what you going back and forth with him for?
I'm just not gonna do it. It's not that serious for me. It's just and it's not me being a punk. It's just me being like I'm over it. Right? Even in the car, Okay, go around. You think I'm driving too fast or too slow? Move around. It's not that serious. You still here with me? Hungry? You muted your mic. I see when you muted your mic. Okay. Can you? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. You got your mic unmuted, but I don't hear you. Okay. But yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. But Jasmine got too much time on her hands or something. Cause my life is busy. I don't know about hers. Just like right now, I'm cleaning up the bathroom. I'm cleaning the toilet off right now. And I got a little step stool. I had to sit on my little step stool to clean it. Okay. But shoot, there's no way. Jazz can cry me a river. Exactly. LOL. Jasmine is was bound to be pulled over. Right, exactly. With a broken tail light and an old wound. See, that's what I understand now. Jasmine, why do you have a broken tail light?
Exactly. I hope she got her taxes, and I hope that's one of the things that she repaired since she renting a washer and dryer. Why are you renting? You didn't get enough money to outright.
You
The
said,
you she could have even brought it refurbished for like 150 each. Like you didn't get enough taxes that you need to. Well, you know what? Renting to own, I guess that helps build her credit. But still, major appliances like that, I would just buy them right out. I wouldn't be
yeah, I
renting to
bought
own them.
my dryer. It's used. I bought me a used washer and dryer. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Yeah, we talked about it when it went out. I bought me a used washer and dryer because I'm just like, well, my husband did. I'm just like, cool. You know what I mean? He know how to work on that stuff. You know what I mean? And if it break down, we'll fix it, or we'll call the repairman. I mean, if he can't fix it, then we call the repairman. That's reasonable, right? We already got one on deck, but still not gonna do it. I'm just, you ain't gotta be rich to not buy, or you ain't gotta be, you ain't gotta live like that. You could just go get you a wash and dryer. You could be used. It don't have to be brand new. It don't have to be. Jasmine, you ain't got like that, baby. You gotta. I mean, I ain't gonna. Let me shut up. Let me shut up.
And then she said she was going to sell the Fisher Price, because remember she had two Fisher Price washer and dryers in there. Why are you selling? Why you can't gift to somebody? Why you have to sell it?
I want that roast. I mean,
I mean, she could sell one and gift the other one. It's like people have really came through for Jasmine through the years. They have really provided for her. I think I explained the other day when she says people are jealous of her. That's the one instance about her that I'm jealous of. That she has had women of all walks of life all backgrounds, all ages, give her sound advice, whether she took it or not. A lot of times she didn't take it,
She ain't never took
and
no.
they've came through for her financially and monetarily and with resources. So she has had that through all her 20s, and practically she going through her 30s with that, and she still make these tremendous mistakes. I don't get it, because if I had somebody that would have talked me through getting through life lessons, I would have learned those lessons and not repeated them. Her whole chat was telling her from the beginning that they didn't like Chris, that Chris was no good for her. Look how Chris, look at her people were telling her that. And she was up. Well, you like my vlogs, that's okay. Like my vlogs, but Chris is here to stay. Chris is here to stay.
Chris was
So
gone.
she was dismissing her people that was telling her, like, look at this dude. Look how he looks at you. Look how he speaks to you.
Chris was gone after 2 months. Let's just be
You
honest.
think so?
Heck yeah. Chris was gone after 2 months. Chris was like, When he started getting all that stuff on the YouTube streets, Chris was like, I'm done. You know what I mean? Chris didn't want to be bothered with this. He just faked it off. I mean, he just saved face, you know. She paying bills. He ain't got nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying? He could
Yeah, I don't think he was prepared for all that,
he
like, backlash he was getting, like talking about his ass and his
didn't
hips and
like that.
stuff. He
Remember
didn't
Chris said,
expect that. And even his hairline, the people would just go in. His hairline, his hips, his booty. Like, well, he thought he was gonna come on here and sweet talk everybody, and they was just gonna love him, and it was the
he
total
thought
opposite.
he thought the Latino community was gonna come in and go, yes, hate that. She thought they was gonna be like, Papi, umio, Papi. They was like, gross. They was going in on him.
They were.
Every part of the world. You know, he had the Latino community going off on him. He had the black women community going off on him. He had the white women going off on him. He's like, I can't catch a break. This is because of Jasmine. It ain't me, it's Jasmine. No, it's you too, sucker.
From Romper Room, Yellow Romper Night Chronicles until now, they still making fun of that booty.
Right,
Prior to when she was keeping him hidden, because remember in the beginning you could hear his voice, but she was hiding him.
right.
People was like, "Oh, we want to see him." Well, they were. I never wanted to see him, but oh, we want to see. We want to see what he's like. Oh, his voice is so deep. It's so nice. Oh, it sounds like he really loves you, Jazz. Like people was really like,
They was like,
hyping it up. And then when they see this big ass clumping back in the background on Yellow Rumper Night and shit, and they started to go in and shit.
on Yellow Rumper Night. She got pregnant. I'm telling you when she got pregnant. But she got when they got real drunk off that teleport. I remember I watched Mimi video. Mimi said that teleport ain't no joke. She said that ain't nothing to play with.
I never had it, but prior to the teleport, they used to get that expensive liquor. What is that in the little bottle?
I don't
It's a
know.
little bitty bottle. And he said he liked the vanilla flavor. And he used to have to get drunk to even deal with her.
No.
That's what the sad part is.
That's
She would be telling him, take another shot, take another shot. Like she knew he had to be drunk to even deal with her. And when he would drink, as he would drink, then that's when he would get all affectionate with the he'd
yeah,
be
he was
kissing her
he was
in
very
the mouth, and he'd be rubbing on her booty and slapping her ass and shit. She was loving that attention she was getting, but
because
he had to be drunk to do it.
Philip wasn't like that either. Philip would just look at her and be like, well, you know what the problem is. He told her one time, I'm telling you, I'll never get that video. He said, well, you know why I don't, go there. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, okay, Philip. I was like, Jasmine, you let these men sit up here and embarrass you on social media. You think that's okay, baby?
Tracy Pierce, when they did the D diet, he tried to say, we just trying to see if we just trying to miss each other. They had just got in a relationship. So
Right.
we just doing this to see if, how long we can miss each other. And I'm like, what sense does that make? Because remember, she tried to say he wasn't living there. She could say, Chris doesn't live here. He doesn't live. He visit me. He loves me. And he doesn't live here. And he was living there and put her on the D diet. And he had just moved in.
But check this out. She be lying. When he was living there, she was lying. When he wasn't living there, she was still lying. She was saying he was living there. He been gone. And she know he was gone. She knew he was gone.
You said when he was living there, she was lying. When he wasn't living there, she was still lying.
Exactly. Come on, girl. Like, make up your mind, child.
Lord
And
bless her heart. She had to keep up this persona and this image all for him. That's the reason why she was sitting in that holding cell. All for him, trying to protect some image of him, and he's not even around anymore.
he done moved on with
He
his
done
life.
moved on with his life, and you hooping and hollering and screaming about this dude didn't touch your kids or SA your kids, whatever, and he's not even thinking about that. And little do you know, you're probably jeopardizing his job by continuing to talk about it because he works with juvenile. But we don't supposed to care about his job. We don't have no connection to him. We don't love him.
Yeah, I ain't got
You
no.
do. You said you would love him and always protect him. So why are you bringing up his job in every instance and talking about SA surrounding his job, knowing that he works with minors and children?
That's kind of embarrassing, though. So,
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with her. That's another reason why he'll never come back to her.
because
She
she,
think it, I don't know if she thinks she's doing something good for him, but really she was sabotaging him. I really believe she knows she was sabotaging him, but like
she was just.
Lynn said the other day, she probably just don't have a conscience. She really feels like she's protecting him.
I don't think. I think she's not protecting him. I think she just knows what she's doing, and I know she. I believe this is my thing. I think Olivia's a liar, but I don't think Olivia lying on that. I think she has told Olivia some stuff. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think she did tell Olivia some stuff. Now, whether that stuff was true or not, it might not have been true, right? But I believe she told Olivia some stuff. I
I
think
don't believe for one second she told Olivia that.
she did. I think she,
Olivia got that from the streets,
no, no, no.
and Olivia ran with that.
No, I'm not saying she told her that, right? I'm saying she told him some stuff that I don't believe was true. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying that to that degree, but I believe she
Mm-hmm.
over amped something. You understand what I'm saying? I believe she over amped something. And I think Olivia just kind of took it to a different level, right? That's just my opinion. I think that she did tell her some things that was probably inappropriate. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm.
It might not
I
be.
can't see it.
It
I
might
really can't see it.
it might not even be around the children though. You understand what I'm saying? It
Mm.
might have been around her and him.
Mastermind, who needs to work with his son? You talking about Hips needs to work with his son?
Good luck on that.
How can you work with a son? I'm sorry, and it's cruel to say, I know, but he never wanted the child. It's hard to forge some type of bond with a something that you never wanted. If I catch cancer and I never want cancer, cancer runs in my family. I don't want it, but if I catch it, I may have to accept it. But do I really want to accept it? No. So I'm going to try to avoid it, or I'm going to try to do things so I can get rid of it if I can, be it surgery, chemotherapy, or whatever. He didn't want that child. And
Oh,
she tried to force that child on him. And
oh,
I don't think you can force a child on me. You have many a deadbeat daddies that left their children behind. That wasn't the first time he did that, and it probably won't be the last time. He did it with his twins, and he did it with his daughter. So Derry is no exception. What does she think? Because she was buying his affections that he would stick around? You can't buy anybody. You can't buy somebody's love. She was foolish to think that. In her confession video, she's crying that I did so much for him. And he used me up. I did more for him than I did for the baby daddy I had for 16 years. Every year, every time she tell the story about how long her and Philip been together, the years go up. It'd be 14 and 15 and 16. And so it'd be 20 soon.
yeah, because
But
she probably considered them still together.
who?
Maybe she still consider her and Philip still together.
Yeah, right.
Well, I mean, they might as well be. Shoot.
Then hips. Got me confused with him. Didn't Philip just knock an 18-year-old teeth down on throat about a year ago?
Yeah, he did. He
So
still.
he have options. He have Hannah. He have 18 years old. He have other people. He have options. Why? I don't know.
I don't need a boy. He look
Maybe
like
he has the gift of
he look
gab.
like
I don't think it's his looks. I think he must have.
Yeah,
bottom
they said,
bottom heavy, eggplant heavy, if you know what I mean. And
they
he
said
must
that.
be,
They said that though. They said
and
that.
he must be have a little charisma with him too. He must be charismatic. Like his talk game must be really strong. I
Man,
guess. I guess the slow people it is.
it's just,
Forgive me for saying that.
I don't know what it got, but I know.
And Philip having options is wild, right? Yeah, like Philip has options. And I can't even get a text back, but Philip has options.
Please don't make me laugh. My neck. But I believe that she said something. I think maybe she told her that the way he treated her. You know what I mean? Like maybe she told her that he did her this way and did it that way. But I don't necessarily believe she said what Aaliyah said because on that video, remember that video? She said, "Well, did I say that?" Or you know what I mean? She said, "Well, you told people that he do that, my children. You didn't, you know." And she said, "I never told you." She said, "Well, I thought you did." So that's what made me believe that. I know that part was. I know she didn't
Well,
tell me that, right?
Olivia keep changing the story because then before she was like, Chrissy said it first.
Right.
Chrissy said it first, and I bounced off of what Chrissy was saying. So what is it? Did she tell you that, or did she not tell you that, or did Chrissy say it first, and you bounced off what Chrissy and the YouTube streets was saying?
Yeah.
Um,
Not
she
true.
don't know.
She
She
don't
don't
know,
know.
but I know
I
he.
don't believe Jasmine, not to that effect. I don't believe for 1 second that she would throw hips up under the bus like that for anything.
I think she thought
She
about.
did want to come with the confession story back January the 2nd, 2024. She didn't want to come with that confession story. The only reason, let me tell you, the only reason she told that story because a reactor, I'm not going to call her name because she just says she's not a reactor, but she was saying that the girl Hips was messing with, she was going to bring her up on her panel for interview, and she was going to interview the girl. This is the same girl that was driving by her house taking the pictures and stuff like that. Because you remember the pictures on the street with the snowman in front of her house and all that stuff? She was going to bring that girl up on her panel and have an interview with the girl. Jasmine beat her to the punch. Jasmine felt like I'm going to make money off myself before somebody else can make money off of me. That's the only reason she came out with that story. She beat the interview to the punch. So now the girl can't do the interview because now Jasmine has come up and confessed. She keeps saying officially they broke up in that December. Because remember, she telling this story in January. She
Mhm.
said they officially broke up in December, which she probably right. He had been gone though, but maybe he finally told her. And I believe he told her around Derry's birthday he wasn't coming around. Because remember in the little birthday vlog, he wasn't there. I think he
Mhm.
told her as far back as then. She said he started to act up with her when it was her birthday. So her birthday is when? In September?
September.
So if
Mhm.
he was acting up back then, he had been acting up. And so that dude wasn't there. That dude had moved on with his life.
He was moving on with his life when he was with her. Let's just be honest.
You say that a lot of people say that Jasmine was the side chick and he always had another girl.
Yeah, well, I mean, but that's why he's like, "Well, take me off of all your platforms." That broke her heart. That broke her heart more than him leaving.
Hmm.
That broke her
I
heart.
don't know why she felt he was a step above Philip. I guess because he didn't have the criminal background that Philip had. So maybe that's why she felt he was a step above. And looks wise, yeah, I can say that. But body wise, no.
Philip got a dad bod too, though. But whatever.
Hmm?
The Philip got a dad bod too. Look at his belly. Come to the belly and show his telly. You know what I'm saying? Or
Well, Hits had hips,
his belly.
belly, and booty.
He goes to the belly, show his telly. That's pretty funny. What that Kurt? Oh my, that side her the
Yeah, but she thought she struck gold with damn Chris. She thought she struck gold. She thought he was better than Phil. And she had hit the jackpot. Like this was an all-around guy. The guy who was deadbeat, who had left all his children behind, wasn't providing for him, didn't even have a job. Like he was so desperate he came to you on top of your kids. Like, girl, you something. No way in the world I would move some man on top of my young children. Those children were under 9 years old when she moved that man in on top of her kids.
I,
That's why I'll never have empathy for her. I'll never. She's just disgusting. And then let them sit on his lap and did all type of bath bombs and on and changing the pampers. You got 3-year-olds legs up in the air. You wiping them down like they 3 months old, and he's sitting right there. Then you wonder why they put that jacket on that man. You're the cause they put that jacket on the man. That's why I know that man will never come back to her and never deal with her, because a lot of the things he went through is because of her. She showed too much. She said too much.
plus, they was calling up on his job too.
Exactly. Because of her.
Right, shoot.
And she trying to make us believe that that man bailed her out of jail and
Oh,
went off holding hands with Philip, went off in the sunset and
that's like
dropped her dairy off and rolled off in the sunset holding hands about their business. Girl, get out of here. You couldn't even mention damn Philip's name when you was with Chris. Now
That's
all of a sudden they coming hand in hand, paying your bond, and then going taking you and Derry home, and then going off in the sunset together. What Chris dropped Philip off first? Like,
that's
girl, get out of
we
here.
gotta come together for Jasmine. My neck hurt. It's like, yeah, we gotta come together for Jasmine.
We don't want these kids. But let's come together. Come on, hold my hand. Let's go. Let's go get this bail money together. Okay, you got 200.
I
Okay,
got
let me see. I
200.
got 300. Okay, let's go bond her out. Come on, let's hold hands. Let's go together and bond her out.
Yeah, man. You know Jasmine, something wrong with her. We gotta help her. We're gonna manage her. Yeah. Yeah, she got my son. Yeah, she got four of my children. She got a set of my twins. Yeah, yeah.
See, these are the fantasies she created in her head. She wished they would have done something like that for her.
And
And I feel sorry. You are 33-year-old and you're still sitting back fantasizing and dreaming and things like that. Like, girl, get out of here. And then you lie your dreams and fantasies. Oh, my baby daddy's paid my bond. But when she first told the story, oh, the person picked her up from jail, paid her bond, paid her gas bill. Remember, there was a bill involved. Paid her gas bill,
paid her
bought
food
her
too.
Taco Bell, and then took her home. Now she didn't flip the story all around. The baby daddies came hand in hand and bonded her out. Like, girl, get out of here.
We're gonna work together. We're gonna come together. You know what? Can we? I want to talk about this. Is off the subject, but on the subject. Okay. Do you remember when Philip came up here with a black eye?
Yeah, right after he got out of jail. How did that happen?
Yeah, that's what I want to. He said one of his partners did that. Did Chris do that?
I
Nobody.
doubt it. I think one of them women he was probably fooling around with did that.
Y'all think Chris did that?
Ah, bless her.
Chris
I am not for 1 second Chris did that.
was like in the Philip eye. Both of the baby daddies got together and said, "We're gonna argue over Jasmine. We're gonna argue over Jasmine. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do." That is so weird. Jasmine says, Jasmine said we hating on her, boy. And Jasmine said we hating on her because she got it going on, both of her dads. She said, haven't we ever heard of a community of people coming together to rally around one person?
Yeah, she has a village. Praise God. She has a village of baby daddies and daddy's girls and handicapped drunk mamas and
Oh.
the grandmamas with African husbands. And she just have a village, I tell you. Jasmine is blessed with her village.
Mm-hmm. She got a
A village of degenerates.
oh, oh, oh.
Daddy's girl. No, daddy's girl would allow a Phil or Chris to infiltrate their daughters. Get out of here.
They've been running them away.
They'd have been beating their asses. No, daddy's girl would allow the things that Phil was doing to her. If they wouldn't have dealt with the man, they definitely would have dealt with their daughter. Like, you're out of this relationship. He's not gonna continue to have babies on you, and you raise these childs. Remember, she said she was taking care of
Asia.
Asia's son or whatever, while they went out and did their business or whatever, no daddy would allow their daughter to do that. Like, no, you're out of this relationship. And if you don't get out of this relationship, don't ever ask me for anything. That's what a real daddy's girl would do.
He sounded like her daddy came off to me like a kept man too. Cheryl was taking care of him. It seemed like it
Yeah, taking care of, and he beating her along the way.
was for real. Oh
Yeah,
wow.
he was beating Cheryl's girl. Let me not cuss on your panel because you trying to be monitored to keep your monetization.
Hmm. She said he
Beat
was.
her ass along the way. She ought to be shaking. Get out. These, you know what? I have these little kitties. Put them out of my room.
Darla's like, hey, kitties. Darla likes cat. She has a whole form. Darla got kitties. Mm-mm. Oh no, I didn't know that. Oh wow, that's deep. That is deep. Okay. Wow. Mm-mm. That's strange that's strange and change. You hear me? Ouch, 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 ouch. Okay, y'all. I'm trying to clean the bathroom up. I'm sorry, y'all. So y'all heard I can't even flush the toilet. I gotta wait to flush the toilet. What?
That's why I have a hard time believing about her SA story. Now, I'm not saying it didn't happen, but I have a hard time believing Mama Dukes knew, and Mama Dukes didn't get her help for that, didn't get her like psychological help or treatment for that, that she went through such an ordeal. But Mama Dukes took her to have several ABs. This mama that protected you, and those court, remember the court documents said that the father said that Cheryl will be there for Jasmine, not for Keyshawn, will be at all Jasmine games and support Jasmine, but she wouldn't support Keyshawn. So your mama always protected you, always showing up for you and showing out for you. This ordeal happens to you, and she's told different versions of this ordeal, but your mama never seeks psychological help for you to get behind this, but she would take you to get several ABs since you was 14 years old. I find that hard to believe.
She didn't want to take care of no children. She was like, oh no, I'm not taking care of no other children. I don't even want to take care of
But
you.
why would she help her with that, but not help her get the psychological help behind an ordeal that she claimed was so traumatic? She, first of all, claimed that that's what made her curse Olivia out. That's what it triggered her, because she went through that, and Olivia kept saying it, according to her words, over and over again, and it triggered her that she would say such a thing about her children. So to me, the judge was asked, well, did you ever get help for this ordeal that helped you? That doesn't give you an excuse to threaten someone's life because you've been through that and it triggered you. Did you ever get help for it? And you're sitting up here, big 33 years old, and you did had all type of ABs and everything else, but you never got the psychological help behind that. That's so traumatic.
She said
Like,
she
come
had
on.
counseling. She said she had counseling, but she's still dealing with
So if
it.
you had counseling, why did it make you? Why did that so called trigger you to go on a 10-day spree and threaten this lady?
Because the counseling ain't working.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I was just asking a question.
I don't know. I'm just talking crazy. I don't really know. I'm sorry. I'm just talking crazy. I'm just trying to. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. But I'm just. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know, girl. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what these women want. I don't know what the end game is. You know what I mean? I just don't. I really still trying to understand the end game with what Jasmine's gonna do.
Hey, Southside Tars, I'm trying to tell you, she's trying to think that's gonna be a defense. Her childhood trauma. It's not a defense.
But the
Exactly what you say. You can't blame some childhood trauma on something you done as a 33-year-old that you never sought help for. But according to you, Dr. A, you said she has sought help for.
I don't
So
know. I'm
she
crazy.
better come with another defense, because I don't think that one is going to work.
I really
What
don't.
I said, her defense that she needs to take, to me, her defense she needs to take is a remorseful one. I'm sorry. Even if you don't mean it, you don't have to mean it. You don't have to even like damn Olivia and shit. I'm sorry. It won't happen again. Please have leniency on me. That's what her defense needs to be, because it's already proven that she said the things.
So you think the judge gonna be like, okay, well, we're gonna have some leniency on you because you're in
I
fact.
think they may, if she goes in there and really humble herself and be remorseful. That always works in criminal courts. When you go, they have the victim impact statements, and then they have you get a chance to say something. It kind of works if you have remorse for what you did. They shorten your time, or give you a plea deal or something like that when you have remorse. When you go in there thinking you're right to commit some type of crime, then the judge is not going to have leniency on you.
Olivia, Jasmine says, I don't know if she had counseling or not. I'm just talking crazy. Because she said before, like, oh, talk to somebody. When people be like, well, you need to talk to somebody, go get counseling. I have counseling. I take medication.
Uh, Southside, you're right. She lies so much she don't even know what lies she tells. She forgets. She forget her. She claimed we don't know her. We don't know her life when the camera cut off. Girl, your whole life you got over 5,000 videos over there on your channel. Your whole life is an open book.
Yeah, it is.
You have spent 4 hour lives, 5 hour lives, 2 hour lives, and you're talking about people don't know. We have seen you sit in front of a camera while your kids do all manner of things in the background. Same thing with Olivia. Your kids doing all manner of things in the background, and you're sitting on live. You're not even paying attention to the kids. We have literally watched Jasmine do. Well, I have literally watched her do that since the twins were like
True.
1 and 2 years old.
True. Just true. No, you ain't lying. But she says that she's a black woman in Texas. They don't. You want her to throw herself on the mercy of the court in Texas? Mm,
Well, bless her.
I don't know. I don't know. She had the right lawyer. Maybe she needs. When she got the kind of lawyer she got, she might have a better luck at throwing herself than. You know what I mean? Because them doggone state paid lawyers is not the situation. They'll go up there and say that, but they'll be like, "Yeah, my client says that she has mental issues."
That's the angle she better take. Cause while she going up there, oh, one love, send me some videos, and I got this video, and react to sending your videos. Does she really think a corner pointed attorney or a judge gonna sit up there and watch a bunch of videos?
No, of course not. Of course they not. I mean, I don't know why she think that. I don't know. Maybe Jasmine knows something we don't know, but not likely. Scam likely. Scam likely. Not likely, scam likely. You know what I
So,
mean?
Southside, she's taking the angle that Olivia falsely accused her by saying that Jasmine came to Dallas, Tarrant County, whatever, and threatened Olivia. No, Olivia never said that she came to the county. She said she did it online. So it's an online terror. I ain't gonna say the rest threat. So that's where she gets it from. But Jasmine think, oh, she lied on me. She said I came to her town and physically threatened her. And everybody knows Jasmine don't leave her front porch.
Jasmine says she go to HEB.
But she better get it together because you know what? She's running off of these YouTube lawyers that's telling her, and maybe she Googling some shit that's telling her X, Y, and Z, and she's getting real comfortable and cocky and confident again and stuff. And girl, it might be going the total opposite of what you think.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think I would be googly. You know what I'm saying? I would be googly. You need some real lawyer advice. But Jasmine has never. I thought she said her aunt was a lawyer.
Auntie ain't. Auntie don't mess with her like that.
But she need to get her auntie to come in there and represent her. I mean, like Elaine Brown did. Her aunt was a lawyer, came in there and repped her. You know what I'm saying? Then she had, of course, escaped, but she had escaped to go to Cuba, but whatever.
Well, trying to get the sympathy and the empathy from the YouTube street, how is that going to benefit her when she actually go to court? Are we, the YouTube streets, going to be sitting in court with her? No, you got to face that. That's the same thing when she had dairy. Oh, when you're gonna have a baby? They was telling her that as soon as she got with Chris, and then she started running to baby number five, baby number five. Okay, you did get all those gifts and everything to make your life a little easier for Derry through your virtual baby shower. But it is you who have to wake up with that baby. It was you who was having to change the pampers and the diapers and avoid diaper rash. It was you who was supposed to give your baby tummy time and turn them over and this and that. It was you when a helmet was prescribed to him to change that helmet and rotate that helmet and clean that helmet and then get him his second helmet. And you did none of that. It was you who has the ultimate responsibility. See, but you never really wanted that responsibility. What did you think Hips was gonna do? Take care of you and the family financially, and you get to be a suburban stay-at-home mom and take care of your family? No, Hips didn't even have a job. Like, girl, get out of her fantasies in her head. I get it. I get it. I understand it. Trust me. When I was younger, I had fantasies too. I'm gonna tell you the real deal with me when I was a kid. I wanted to be light skinned. I'm a dark skinned female. I'm dark complected. But I will admit, when I was a child growing up in the 70s, the late 70s into the 80s, the light skinned girls got all the attention. The light skinned girls got the little boyfriend. Like, I kind of see what Olivia will be talking about that shit, but I get it. They liked the light skinned girls because they were more or less the pretty girls. They didn't really mess with us dark skinned girls. And that had kind of went on up until I went off to college. Then when I went off to college and I became a militant black, then I understood my roots and my heritage. Then I start to appreciate my dark complexion and my blackness. But that is something you kind of have to learn. If you're just kind of going by visual as a child and in what you see, you start having these little fantasies in your head. Like, I wish I could have the boys. I wish the boys paid me attention. I wish the boys tapped my booty and ran. You long for things like that in a child's mind. But once you become an adult, you got to learn something new. You
I
got to love to love you and embrace you. And I don't think she has it yet. She seeks validation through others. I don't seek validation through no damn body. You like me, you like me, you don't, you don't. I don't care. I don't lose no sleep. I'm too old. She loves the praises and the accolades she gets from these faceless people online. How are you this hyped about people that you can't even see? You don't know if they man or woman, beast or child. What is wrong with you, girl?
never wanted to be light skinned, and I always wanted to be dark skinned, and then
Really?
yeah, I used to sit out in my parents, but that's a whole nother story. I used to sit out in the sun so I can get darker. Girl, it didn't.
Really? I used to envy, and even when I became adult, I used to have all my girlfriends were like the light skinned female girls.
Hmm.
Like, and it wasn't that I wanted to be
I
them.
know what you mean.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah,
But
I
then when I came into my own and really learned and delved into my history and learned to love myself and appreciate my darkness and my blackness, then I was able to okay, be confident and secure.
yeah,
And maybe she's not confident and secure. Like I said, Jasmine is not a bad looking woman. She's not. And now that she's back on them fucking weight loss injections, she's actually looking pretty decent and shit. But she just needs to kind of grow up, dress age and weight appropriate, and discipline her children. Then maybe she could meet a man. It's not all hope gone that she can't meet a man, but she got to get them children under control, and she has to get herself under control.
mm. Man, I just wanted to look like my mom because my mom, who raised me, was dark skinned, so I just wanted to look like her.
Yeah.
And
Did
I,
you did you see how the dark skinned children, and I ain't talking about this Olivia stuff, but did you see as you, because you're like in my age bracket, did you see how the light complected children were treated as far as the dark complexion children? They
going,
were always picked to run in the beauty pageants and stuff like that. Even when they got to college and they had the different sororities, it's like the AKAs had all the light skinned girls, and the Deltas had the like and the mixed race girls, and then the Zetas had all the dark skinned girls. So I wanted to pledge the Zetas because that's where all the dark skinned girls were. I mean, it played off like that up until college. And even the boys gravitated towards the light skinned girl, even in college. It's like they wanted the light skinned girls. They didn't really want the dark skinned, even though I have met some beautiful dark skinned women.
I ignored that. I really didn't pay attention to that. I seen more. I'm gonna tell you why I seen more of the light skinned and dark skinned thing. But see, I'm in the middle, right? So I'm in the middle. I could go either, you know what I mean? I was in the middle, so it never meant anything to me. I was just like, okay, who cared? You know what I mean? I never cared because I was just like, hey, I'm brown skinned, no big deal. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I like who I am. I never cared about that. You know, maybe everybody else, maybe people around, and I wanted. Let me tell you, I was the opposite. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I didn't want light skinned children. That's something I did not want. I did not. I wanted everybody to be dark skinned than me. But one of my children, light skinned. My daughter, my oldest, is light skinned. My grandchildren, all light skinned. Four of them are biracial. One of them, his daddy biracial. Right. So I always wanted my complexions to get darker. I wanted everybody to grow darker and darker and darker. I wanted to like dark. I always liked dark better. I'm just gonna be honest. That's just me. So I always liked better because my daddy was dark skinned, black chocolate man, you know, and so that's my hero. So I always like gravitated toward darker men.
School days. Yep. Did you ever face any opposition? Because but you're considered light complected. So what, did you ever face anything?
Complected. Who considered me light
I
complected?
feel you're light complected. Hey, you're lighter than me. I'm not blue black, but I'm a dark skinned woman. I'm proud of myself. My little sister, that's my whole family. We raised it's six siblings. Besides my deceased brother, may he rest his soul. But we all come in all different shapes, and we go from really light skin up into blue, black, dark. Like my little sister, she is but she is so confident in her darkness. And man, they call her nickname is Blacks. She loves it. They love her wherever she goes. She's the center of attention. They just love her,
Love
and
that.
she's so comfortable and confident in it.
I
I'm
just
like,
like being black. I mean, I'm just gonna tell you the truth. I like being black. Black people, some black people get on my nerves though. But other than that, I love being black. I love blackness. I like darker complected men. I just always appreciate that. I just kind of looked up with with one person that was lighter, a little lighter guy. But other than that, I really like dark skinned men. I really am not a big fan of light brights.
but has that always been the case? Because I'm talking about your little childhood. In
Yeah,
childhood, you never watched the princess Cinderella and wish that you were white like the Cinderella,
no,
or
never. No.
never.
Both of my parents were dark skinned. My daddy was my first hero. That's what I'm trying to tell you. My dad was my first hero. He was dark skinned. I always enjoyed that. I always thought black was beautiful. I always thought
Yeah,
that.
maybe
That just
you were all it was undaunted in you, and you were always taught that. But I had to kind of learn it. My mom was just like, "Hey, she got six kids. We all different. We all rainbow coalition. We all different shades, whatever." My mama didn't allow us to call each other names. Like you
I,
know, some brothers and sisters tease each other and call each other names, like Darky and Spooky and Black Skillet and stuff like that. My
yeah.
mom didn't allow that the vanilla ice cream and all that. She didn't allow us to call each other names. She didn't allow us to fight. She told us you're gonna be fighting enough people out in those streets, so you're not gonna fight each other in this house. And we wasn't allowed to fight each other. We would argue about who turn it was to wash the dishes and stuff like that, but we didn't fight each other. When
No,
I did fight, I got in a fight with my little sister. I think we fought for 2 hours. I don't even remember what we was fighting over. We were teenagers. We were fighting, and my mom tried to break it up, and we knocked my mom down. And she said, "Okay, I'm gonna let y'all go on and fight." And all we was doing was pulling each other hair and stuff for like 2 hours. We were all up under the kitchen table, and my mom was just sitting there laughing at us. And then when it was all over, we were both just exhausted and nobody wanted to fight. And I vowed from then I would never fight another one of my siblings again. And I haven't. Now, as adults, I'm not even gonna argue with you. I'm just gonna walk away. I'm not arguing with my siblings and stuff. I just don't do that. But that's what makes our bond stronger as a family. And we're all still here. We're all 50. Well, not the little sister, she's still in her 40s. But we're all 50 and older, and we're still here with the exception of my brother. So it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I know. I'm just on some, I just like being, black and stuff like that. And I
Mm,
just, I always enjoyed it. I never liked like the little white Barbie dolls and none of that stuff. I didn't like I wanted my Barbie doll to have some hair I can comb through, sure. But at the same time, I like my Barbie doll that had the afro. I like that too. I like the afro Barbie doll. I like the one that you can comb her through. I just had a variety. I enjoyed blackness. I just enjoyed it. I don't know, my
mm.
whole life.
Yeah, it was taught from you for childhood. So yeah.
My parents were dark skinned. They want no colorist stuff, and I just taught my daughter not to be a colorist because she light skinned. I was like, no, you ain't gonna be no colorist, man. We ain't doing that.
Mm.
You ain't no better than everybody else because your skin complexion. We don't do that here. So she not like that.
Mm. Darla, I have these nephews. They're very handsome, and I'm not saying it because they're my nephews. They're very handsome. Got this curly hair on their heads, and they're very attractive young men. They're dark blue black, and all they ever bring home is either mixed race girls or these light skinned girls. They never date dark skinned girls. So maybe that's a preference because they're dark skinned, they want the females. And maybe it's a thing how they want their children to look. You can plot and plan how you want your children to look, don't mean you're gonna get that.
Yeah.
Case in point, that's what Jasmine did. I don't know if y'all remember, Jasmine kept comparing her complexion with hips. She told Chris, you're Indian red. You're Indian red. And look at you. And then she asked the audience, what color am I? So she kept looking at her light complexion and looking at hips, so-called quote unquote Indian red, and thought they was, and then she looking at her hair texture, and then she looking at Hip's hair texture and thinking once they come together, they're gonna have Paris 2.0. You see what they got. So you can't be plotting and planning how you think your kid's gonna look. I thought my son was gonna be dark as me and look like me, have the wide nose and everything. He came out the total opposite.
Yeah, I thought my daughter was gonna be light skinned too. I mean dark skinned too, but well browner, but she didn't. She's not. She's
Yeah, they
dark.
were plotting and planning that baby with hips. They was gonna have Paris 2.0, and she just knew it. That's why she had to have that baby. She was literally gonna DIE trying to have that baby for hips. She almost did. Like, girl, and you still over there pining for this man and shit. You got to bring him up in every damn thing. He paid my bond, my baby daddies. And she loved the degeneracy of the black community, my baby daddy. She loved to say she's a baby mama. She loved it that she could say that she got locked up behind some YouTube nonsense. She loved all the degeneracy of the black community. She loves it.
She give us street cred.
And
Now
she
listen,
couldn't wait till she got home from prison to open that Taco Bell and to sit on the floor and run her goddamn mouth about being locked up over some YouTube shit. They put me over because I had a busted tail light. And I said, I never been to Dallas, Texas. What are you talking about? She sat there and told that story for 2 freaking hours. A story she could have told in 2 minutes.
yeah, she told her. Yeah, it took her a long time.
Yeah, she loved being that.
Yeah,
It's crazy to me. You're 33 talking about stuff that should have been happening in your teens and 20s.
she loved that street cred. Man. She
What street cred did it give her? Because she got locked up behind some YouTube stuff.
Girl,
So what's the
she
YouTube's regret?
it's real life though. You know that. You know it's real life. You know, the street
I'm gonna
they
be
don't
embarrassed.
the loco. You know.
Not that, oh yeah, this hoe stuffed up in my face and I told her and I slapped her and yeah, I got arrested. Not that, no. I threatened this girl on YouTube and I got pulled over for a busted tail light and I got arrested because I didn't show up to court. I didn't even know I had court. Like, girl, you are so ridiculous.
Yeah. But that's Jasmine. That's Jasmine for you. Bless her heart. Bless her heart. Bless her heart. Okay. Couldn't be me.
Walk by faith, you know she was in there crying and stuff, talking about telling the people I'm a content creator and you're not treating me because people are always after me as a content creator. They're always on my case. They didn't even try to hear me. They was like, get in that jail cell, you bitch.
She did kind of say that though. You.
Yeah, like yeah, you deserve preferential treatment because you're a content. Oh,
Oh,
you're a content creator, so everybody is always harassing you and victimizing you. Like, girl, get out of here.
it's
The
like you
people
know.
every time they arrest somebody, they put their life in danger, and they put the life of the person they arresting a life in danger. And you're coming up in there, sitting on your flabby fat ass in front of a fucking camera all day, talking about you deserve preferential treatment because
Like,
you're a content creator, and those people are risking their life every day.
and she's like, yeah, they didn't really care about me being a YouTuber.
She's ridiculous.
I was like, why was that? I fell out laughing. She says, yo, they didn't really care about me being a YouTuber or a content creator. I'm like, girl, what was they? Was they supposed to care? I mean,
I'm in jail and I didn't even hurt nobody. See, that's another delusion to think you can only go to jail by physically hurting somebody. Your mouth
you're
can
right.
always write a check your behind can't catch. There's a lot of humps in a cemetery because of their mouth.
Exactly. That's
Your
true.
mouth can get you in more trouble than anything physical.
Right. Very true. That's funny though. You stupid. She's like, yo, I didn't even do anything. It's like, all I did was threaten her.
I'm in jail. I didn't even do nothing. Nothing. Can't even see not nothing.
But you
Nothing.
should have
Nothing.
something.
I didn't even do nothing.
You should have done something. I'm like, no, you shouldn't have. I mean, what do you mean?
Yeah, and then she said, Darla, she said she made friends up in locked. She was locked down, 24-hour lockdown. She made friends.
Subscribers.
Now them girls was probably in there for some real shit, and she in there behind some YouTube stuff. But she made friends. Quote end quote.
And you want to go in there and act like you really did something. Like, yeah,
Mm.
I knocked over.
Yeah, I bet you she didn't tell the truth that she was in there for threatening somebody on the YouTube. I bet she went in there act like she held up a gas station or something.
Did you threaten them in person? Did you threaten them? No, I threatened them on YouTube, on social media. Oh, okay.
I didn't even beat nobody's ass and I'm in jail. Boy,
Jared.
you fell right into that ignorant girl's trap. She trapped you and you fell right into it.
Oh my God, that's funny.
So I hope those views and the accolades and the praises you were getting for 10 straight videos threatening that girl. I hope it was all worth it. I hope the money you made, because you was getting views on the video. You still got a video up with 33,000 views. I don't know why it's still up. I'm pretty sure nobody's checking on it. But you want to keep them up so you can keep generating money from. I hope it was all worth it. And even if nothing becomes of this, it's still the fact that you went to jail
wasted,
behind some YouTube nonsense.
wasted money, time, energy, and
And she been stressed out too until she heard from that court appointed attorney. She was stressed out. That's the day she came on live with that whole chemical burn, that whole goatee sideburns on her face because she want to draw in the empathy. Like, look at my face. I'm going through it. So she come on live looking like that. talking about Olivia triggered her because of her childhood trauma she experienced.
Yeah.
She was stressed out. She even did one before that. She was sitting in the car before, and she was had a hand in a hand, and she was like, I would wish this on my worst enemy, but you wish that the lady car would flip over.
She was so
Girl, you let that big Oompa Loompa, as you call her, stress you out for days.
she was going in. I never heard Jasmine go off on nobody like that. Well, she went off on Chrissy a little bit like that. But she was telling Chris,
No, she did Olivia harder than Chrissy.
yeah, she did do Olivia Horton Chris, but she did try to go off on Asia. She tried to go off on Asia a little bit. She tried to go off on Chrissy too, but she told Chrissy to meet her at HEB. I'm like, girl,
Now, come on. You know a lot of that stuff Jasmine was saying was corny. I want your head on a platter. I want us to see eye to eye so I can look you in the face. Fuck this internet shit. I'm coming to see you. Yeah, you said all of that. I did wonder why your ass was sitting in a holding cell for 8 hours.
yeah, shoot.
Fuck this internet shit. I want to see you in person. I'm going to fuck you up in person. I'm going to put you in a coma. Girl.
She's like, my food getting taken away. She can't get McDevils when she wanted. She can't get Chili's. Shoot, she's like, y'all.
Girl.
She's like, nah, she ain't got time to be sitting up in jail. Jasmine's like, oh no.
I hope it was worth it because, girl, you got mad accolades and praises. They were hyping you up. Oh, girl, the comments. The
Yeah.
comments still over there on that 4-hour video.
I wasn't no good either. I was like, finally, Jasmine, you standing up for yourself. I wasn't no better either. I said,
See,
Jasmine.
but that's the thing. When Olivia first said it back in 2023, why didn't she say anything? Because, yeah, she was a fat bitch and she didn't have the courage to say anything. But now she lost the weight and she looking good. And Chrissy and Ming are her friends again. And now she has this newfound confidence and she gonna tell Olivia where to go. No, she was calling Olivia names at first. That to me was fine and well. Call her every name in the book. But then she started all that threatening. What she gonna do to her and how she gonna do it. And
I'm
she
like,
even went into detail. Who does that?
she should say social media amped me up. Social media amped me up. I wouldn't have said nothing if social media wasn't amping me up. They're gonna be like,
She
well, I'm a
what
social.
Jasmine needs to do really, she needs to, because she get a lot of people in her chat. She needs to find an author in her chat to do a little biography about her. Jasmine Life is really, it could be a book, a little novel and shit, because her whole life from like birth to being 13 and with a whole relationship, how her mom and dad allow her to run off with this dude at the age of 12 or whatever. Her life, she could really make write a book and have a bestseller.
Yeah, she could, and I know she got to do is get her, but she can't come up on the Oprah Winfrey, little conversation, whatever Oprah call her little thing now. But she can't come up there with them little outfits that she be wearing. She had to get her a stylist, whatever. But yeah, Jasmine, you should, girl,
She
go.
get a lot of nice things from Shein, like sponsor clothing. She tries them on and you never see them again. I don't know why, because some of them articles, all them crop tops need to go. She's too old. She's too flabby. She's too saggy for the crop top things and stuff. It's time for her to mature and grow up and be a little bit more classy with her dress. She is a mom of five. Carry yourself and conduct yourself as a mom of five. So if she would just get something like to cover up a little. Nobody's saying she got to cover up like a Mormon or anything, cover up totally, but cover up a little. Your flabby belly and you got a belly ring there and stuff and all them stretch marks and stuff. It's not appealing. There's nothing sexy about that. I don't care how much confidence you have in yourself.
Her new man said
Dress.
he like it. He said
Oh, really?
he said he liked that flab hanging out. He said that is. He said she said it's helping her to get more men, girl.
Oh,
She
yeah.
said, "You don't understand."
Darla, go over there and write that lady. Well, you don't even need her to write her story. You can just take her YouTube videos and write her damn life story.
Well, Jasmine, give me some money. I'll write Jasmine a book right now.
Darla says she'll do it.
So Jasmine got to pay me. She got to pay me, and I want residuals from the book sales.
Hey, walk by faith. I give her little props and stuff. She did lose the weight, albeit through injections, but I will say she hit that gym sometime. So she earned her little confidence. But girl, come on. You ain't in shape like you think you are. All those filters and everything ain't fooling nobody because we see the real you when you get your ass on that basketball court and we see you the biggest thing on that court. We see that you bigger than everybody else that's playing. We see that you're the 35-year-old and the rest of them are in their 20s and you're deboing them by jumping on their back and all that, and elbowing them and throwing your weight around because that's all you can do is throw your weight around. We see you, Jasmine. We see your real size. She's still well over 200 pounds. Anything over 200 pounds is definitely a plus size woman. She's in a size, I believe, not even a 14. I believe she wears a 15, 16. So that's a plus size woman.
Jasmine is still hope for you, girl. It's hope for you, girl. It's hope.
Bless her heart. We gonna pray for. We gonna get Darla to write this book, and we gonna pray for her.
Jasmine, if you give me 80,000 plus the residuals off your book, girl, I can build a whole new you.
Darla, who gonna buy the book?
Her followers. She got some people that support her now. We ain't gonna play the games.
Well, what Darla gonna charge for the book? How much is the book gonna cost? Because I
I'm
know.
talking about reinventing her as a person, okay? I'm priceless. I'm talking about reinventing her. I'm talking about rebuilding Jasmine up. I'm talking about changing who Jasmine is on these streets so y'all can stop
Oh,
counting.
we talking about a digital book. Darla, how much is the digital book gonna cost? $5? I'll read it on the subway.
That is just me.
You want to revamp Jasmine's life. Jasmine don't want her life revamped. She wants to continue in her stupor. She wants to continue loving on a man that never loved her. She wants to continue to dream and hope that he comes back to her.
But I
She
know
wants to pretend like she a bad body. She's a bad mama jamma and she built like a brick house. She wants to pretend that. She wants to pretend that she's a good mother. What else? She wants to pretend that she's actually bringing something to these YouTube streets when she's bringing absolutely nothing but chaos. That's why it's time for her to pivot and move on to the next phase of her life because she's not bringing nothing to these streets, nothing but chaos and something for us to talk about and laugh at. But if she like it, I love it.
if she give me the right money, I can help Chris come back.
Yeah, right.
Now, is he gonna be loyal to her? Absolutely not. But I mean, I can get him back though.
She played a player. He was the player. He was the one loving and leaving him with no attachment. She played him by giving him an attachment. And you think he would ever trust her and come back to her again? She lied and said she was on birth control when she got pregnant. But when she went to that clinic to get that phenamine injection, the lady asked her, "Are you on birth control?" And she said no. So she lied to that man. She lied to that man, thought birth control was in place. So that's why he was doing what he was doing. And they were doing the pull-out method. Well, be that as it may, but still, he was lied to and created this child that he didn't want. And he was trying to get on his feet. It's not even fair that she did that to this man because she didn't have no aversions to AB. She could have absolutely AB'd the little boy, but she continued to carry him past at this time, that wasn't in place in Texas where you couldn't have ABs. That wasn't in place as of yet. She
Yeah,
waited till it was past the time,
yeah.
like the 3-month threshold where you could actually have that done to tell him so she couldn't have it done. And then you know what happened when she told him. Ming and them told you what happened when she told him. He pushed that bitch off the bed. No, he pushed her leg off the bed, but nevertheless, he pushed her away. And that's when I believe he really became angry at her.
Yeah,
Like you forced a child on me that I didn't want. I'm trying to get myself together. I'm trying to get on my feet. I have dreams and aspirations. I'm just here in the meantime, in between time, and you're forcing a child on me?
he said. Well, she said he's there, so he might as well do something worthy of her. Okay.
That's not right and it's not fair. And she lucky she got the right one. Because y'all remember the story of Ray Caruth.
I
Ray
remember.
Caruth
Ooh,
had money. Ray
he,
Caruth was a NFL football player. He had money. And the girl was absolutely gorgeous, but he told that girl he did not want no child. And that girl was adamant, I'm not getting rid of this child. I'm keeping my baby. I'm keeping. And you see what Ray Caruth did. He didn't actually do it, but he had her set up while she was driving her car. So she was deceased, but the baby lived. And I think the baby is now what, 22, 23 years old, and it has Down syndrome and all type of things going on with him. He is a miracle baby, bless his heart, but that young lady is gone because she was really playing games when she shouldn't have played games. Oh, you ain't got but once to tell me you don't want my child. And if I do have it, I'm not going to have no connections with you if you didn't want it.
I'm
I'll
gonna
just
get
go,
out
me
of
and my child would just go on
town.
about our business.
You ain't gonna see me forever. Okay.
Exactly. Me and my baby just move on.
Yeah, you wouldn't even have to worry about no child support because it's over. I ain't gonna.
Exactly, especially you telling me you didn't want it. He was adamant. He was saying it in front of the camera. Not and he was being nice to her too. So he wouldn't embarrass her. Oh, when we get married, not right now. Oh, later. Okay. When we get married, later on down the line. She didn't even take the time to get to know old dude. Like, let's work on us first. You already sitting here with 4 kids you was
Can't
climbing the
handle
walls about.
that you can't handle. You couldn't.
Exactly.
Like, why would you go and see? That's why I didn't understand.
That bitch was locking herself up in the room, locking those twins up in the room while they screamed and hollered. She laying in the bed, I can't take it. I can't take it. Every day they do this. They can't act right. They can't do shit right. They can't. And they all are little fucking babies. What do you expect babies? Lord have mercy. That's why I can't stand this girl. That's where it comes from deep in my soul. How she treated those babies. How she still treat those babies. You see on her latest video, Aiden's sitting in the car trying to get her attention, and she's ignoring him damn near, telling him tend to dairy. Like I just don't like how she treated those babies. And this is years. And Kaylin was her little servant. And she screamed at how do you teach those how to clean up. You sing the clean up song to them and you make them clean up. And Kaylin is screaming at the top of her lungs, but I can't make them clean up. I can't make you do it. Y'all a tribe. Y'all work together. Y'all a tribe. And everybody in there under 8 years old. And you think I would ever have empathy for that heifer?
Mm-mm. She said, "Why you don't?" She said, "But I'm hungry." She tried. She
Tried, man. Oh, but when hips came along, it was all smiles and stuff. Now she's not depressed and she's not hanging in. I remember one time when she had first got with hips. She would try to get this dude to fuck her and shit. She became so frustrated. She went live one time. It was 12 noon. Them kids were out there hungry because they was knocking on the door saying they're hungry. But she laying in the bed with hips. And because hips won't fuck her, she decided to go live and stuff. So she puts the live button. He said, you gonna go live looking like that? And she said, I'm already on live. You can look at her and tell she wanted to cry and stuff because he wouldn't give her no D and shit. So then she stays in the bed while on the live and trying to get Chris to pay her attention and shit. Then the kids knocking on the door so much, she decided to get up and go in there and make them cheese toast. She putting all the bread on the grill and stuff, pushing up her nose all the while, boogers and snot all on the goddamn cheese toast and stuff. It was 12 noon.
Oh no.
You're getting up and
That's
feeding
what
these babies at 12 noon. I was in the chat going off and nobody was blocking me. I was in the chat under one of my troll pages. I was going off. I was calling her every name you could think of, calling her the worst mom she was, and people were saying, block her, block her. And I was calling her every damn thing. You sorry piece of shit. You getting up at 12 noon to feed babies. You waddle your ass with a whole man in there. It's two adults in the home. You waddle your ass in the bed till 12 noon. These babies don't get to eat till 12 after 12 o'clock in the afternoon. You know they've been up since about 6 o'clock that morning. They don't get to eat till 12. That's how she treated those babies. Even after she met Hips,
she said she
they start giving them all that melatonin so they can go to sleep so she can sit her fat funky ass there with Hips fat funky ass and they play dominoes and shit. And you think I give a damn about Hips? But this is what she want back. This is what she want back. That man abused her kids. Yes, I said it. And I'll be coming out with that proof soon. He abused your kids and you allowed it. And you think I would ever vouch for her? I don't know about that essay stuff. I never want to put that jacket on him, but he did whoop Aiden's ass. Smackers, the kids eating the mac, girl. They would have a whole seafood boil with boiled eggs and stuff when them kids go to sleep. And the kids in their room, Amaya can't sleep. She's smelling the food. She coming out there to the doorway because she's smelling the food. She wants some of the food. I'm hungry. Yeah, go to bed. Go to bed. You're not hungry. You're not hungry. Why she stuffed her ass full of eggs and everything else. And
you
then wonder why she was over 300 pounds.
you just ate.
She don't want to feed them babies, but she sure feed that man. Brought him grills and then go to the store. What's they call it? Wagyu steaks? Is that what they call Wagyu?
I don't know.
That high end cut of meat. Remember, she brought the brisket and he fucked the brisket up. Brought the brisket and he put all that black charcoal all over. Like you know how much brisket? Because I love corned beef
He
when I
can't.
can get it. But you know how much those things cost?
Yeah, them things cost a lot of money.
Should take half of her food stamps.
What do you
I
think?
mean, they couldn't experimenting on high end cuts of meat. And then she loved her some fucking neck bones. You know how she like neck bones? Because you have to build stuff. She loves stuff that you have to build together. That's why she loved tacos. Because she get to use her hands. See, she don't want to be an adult and learn how to use a fork and a freaking knife. She want to put food in her hand. She want to put the little taco shell in her hand and build it with lettuce and cheese and rice and stuff. Because she got to be doing something. That's the slowness in her. Always got to be doing something with her hands. That's why she always pushing her nose up because her hands always got to be moving and doing something. But she like neck bones because you got to cut up your celery and bell peppers and onions and you put them in the pot and you build on it.
I never seen her. I just seen her make her neck bones just like the neck bones. I
No, she cuts up all those vegetables, or she buy them pre-cut, and she makes her neck bones like that. And she don't get smoked neck bones because I buy smoked neck bones, and that's the season like black eyed peas and collard greens. I don't just eat them just like that. But she buys real neck bones and she seasons them herself and she cooks them herself. She love it because it's a cheap food, first of all, and it's a building food. She love food you can build. She don't like really steaks. And so that's where Hips thing. Hips like the steaks and stuff. Because Hips feel like it makes you classy and sophisticated and you got money when you can eat a steak. Just delusional as can be. But she don't really like steaks. She don't like foods where you literally have to use a fork and a knife. She wants to build her food. That's why she always go to them little
just like
taco
she builds
places
a
and
man,
stuff.
just like she builds a man.
Trying to keep Chris eating all that food.
She's like, I don't know what y'all talking about. Shoot, she living large. Take the toys. Just go ahead.
She got bigger and bigger. Did y'all realize she had gotten bigger than Chris?
Yes.
She was bigger than Chris. Her body and her head and everything was bigger than. That's how big she got. A lot of it, she was eating her emotions away because Hips wasn't coming there. Hips was always off with his. That's how the whole thing started with Mama Dukes. You said that yesterday, right, Dr. A? Was that you?
Go ahead.
That whole thing with Mama Dukes, how she was supposed to come on, he was supposed to come pick her up with her car because his was repossessed
I
and
think
he was gone in the wind. He was always off seeing his other woman. He had been had another girlfriend
like her car. I'd have been like,
in her car. He
no,
did had another woman.
oh no, you
She
ain't
knew it. She knew it, and that's what she would eat and stuff. She would eat because she's an emotional eater, and
yeah.
he's not here, so she's eating because she's frustrated. She's sad. And then she's getting bigger, and then he's getting more and more turned off from her. Who wants to sleep with a whale?
Uh, she was sleeping with a whale herself. I mean, so I don't.
Well,
He was a whale.
you got some men that like the big women and stuff.
I mean,
Like,
but he was a whale too. So how he gonna complain? I mean,
but she was bigger than him. Sometimes big men don't like they women that big. When she met him, when she
girl.
lost all that weight to meet him, she's not even as slim as she was then as she is now. But the difference is when she lost the weight back then, she still had a youthful appearance about herself. She still looked young. To me, she absolutely looked good. She had lost the weight. Her skin was still breaking out, but she had lost the weight and she didn't lose it so fast. And then she didn't lose so much. And she still looked youthful. She looked young. This
Yeah,
was
she
only 3 years ago. This was 3 years ago. Now, this time she lost the weight, she looks saggy, flat. Her skin, you can see the wrinkles and everything in her face. She looks old. She looks aged.
yeah. She'd have been around the world and I.
Chris
And
Booty and ass is bigger than Jasmine.
she can't find her baby. She don't know where. She don't know why.
He ain't coming back. She can forget that. I don't care what he tell her. If
Listen,
he play,
Jasmine, if you give me $5,000, I can help Chris come back. And
no,
Chris,
she can't. No, she can't. He ain't coming back. He plays mind games with her. I do believe that, just so he won't get on child support. She ain't gonna put him on child support anyway. She already said she wasn't gonna treat him like the other baby mamas treat him. She said she wasn't gonna keep her son from him like the other baby mamas did. I guess mainly she talking about Medusa. And she said she wasn't going to put him on child support. I don't think she would ever do that either. She don't have to try to keep a son away that he don't even really want to get to know and shit.
don't listen to these women. Jasmine, don't listen to him. If you give me a mere $5,000, Chris will be back. Now I can't promise he gonna be loyal. Like that's asking too much. That's like $1 million plan. But for $5,000, I can help Chris back into your life the way you want to. But he loyal. He ain't gonna be loyal now. He ain't gonna love you. He not gonna love you though. But he'll be there in that house. But he ain't gonna love you. So, but for 5,000 measly dollars, I got the plan. Okay.
Walk by faith, she can't control her eating. That's the one thing she cannot control her eat. She actually binge eats too. She'll tell you too. When going back to when she came out of that jail, and she said the person picked her up, that paid her bond, paid her gas bill, and bought her Taco Bell. She didn't have a nose ring in. The big old hoop nose ring is to deter her from pushing her nose up. Don't think it's by coincidence that she don't use the stud anymore. She uses that hoop earring, that big old chandelier, because it prevents her from picking her nose, pushing her nose up with the palm of her hand. It's a reminder for her when she go and watch her. She goes to touch her nose and then she push it up and she feels the chandelier and she won't push her nose up. So
Okay.
okay, if you a big old 33-year-old needs vices to prevent from doing something, so be it. But she was sitting there eating that Taco Bell, pushing her nose up while she was eating. Children eat like that. Children wipe their nose and eat at the same time. Jasmine's a 33-year-old woman. That lets you know she ain't got it all upstairs. I don't know what this pushing the nose is so nasty because it removes toxins out of your body. And while she pushes it up while she's eating or she's talking, it's a nervous habit of her that she needs to really rectify. She needs to rectify that.
She said,
And
"What the problem is?" She
I
like
guess that hoop earring is supposed to help her, but when the hoop earring is not on, she can't stop herself.
Jasmine say she trifling and she love it. What's the problem? You ain't heard that from me. I ain't one to gossip. Okay.
What
Yeah,
my favorite, I don't know why she even wants him back. He actually, to me, he treated her worse than Phil did.
yeah. She
Now
said
Phil might have had babies on her and things like that, but one thing Phil did was take care of his kids. Even now, she think her kids are Phil's only kids, and that family goes out for those kids. They give them birthday parties and everything.
because they
So
because she's slow bus. They know
So
that.
to me, Phil was kind of better than Chris. I don't even know why she want him back.
She said, "What the problem is? He the love of her life."
Abusive, abusive bastard. I don't like that. He was damaging all that house, messed that house up. That beautiful. That house wasn't even 2 years old.
He said it was her. That wasn't him. She said she was trying to fight him. He just wanted to leave peacefully. He wanted to cheat in peace. He said he couldn't. Jasmine was trying to stop him from cheating in peace.
She's a
Jasmine,
liar. She already told the story when she gave January the 2nd, 2024. She already told every truth there was to tell. Now she's trying to what they call it? Backpedal and pussy pop. She's trying to do that now and shit. You can't do that now. You already told the tale. You can't retell the tale that you already told us.
she said that this is what YouTube is. YouTube is a place where she can rewrite history. Everybody else does it. Why she, I mean, what the problem is? She
No,
said
but she's also the person that says she wants to document her life and her memories. If this is the shit you want your kids to remember, I feel sorry for your kids. I wouldn't want to watch all this traumatic nonsense and stuff, but you document it and you can't go back and erase what you already said. You said when you got out of jail, the person, you said person, picked you, bailed you out,
mm-hmm,
paid your gas bill,
okay.
bought you Taco Bell, and drove your raggedy ass home.
She said, but this is a safe place where she can lie and rewrite history. I mean, what is your problem? This is a safe place for her to rewrite history. She can see things the way she see them. She says that she lied at first, but now she's telling the truth.
Okay, so I got a YouTube channel. Maybe I need to go on my channel and rewrite my 50 years of life and just make
Great.
me a white Cinderella with glass slippers
Yeah,
and everything
that'll be
else.
great. Yeah, that'll be great. You feel
That'll be
right.
great. I can do that, right?
Yeah, you'll feel right.
Okay.
That's YouTube history.
Okay.
I thought
Yeah,
my sister was
everything. She's
laughing.
holding a little bit back. Pastor Lisa, I don't think she's holding nothing back.
She says that she
If
just
this girl can sit on the toilet and show us Hennessy cup full of pee, I don't think she's holding nothing back.
yeah, that is funny. That was some Hennessy though. I ain't gonna lie. Like
She
this
ain't
girl,
holding nothing back. Jasmine tell every damn thing.
like now, but when I've eaten certain fruits, right? When especially when you're taking turmeric as a herb, if you're taking turmeric or whatever, it could be it ain't gonna be the dark like that now. That's still crazy. Now I've taken certain herbs that made my urine fluctuate in colors, but not like that. You understand what I'm saying? Not that. Oh my God, I've never seen his Hennessy urine have never come out of my system ever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it might be a different color. Because, again, when you drink a lot of water, so anything that's not clear for me, I'm like, okay, oh, I took this herb. Okay, I remember I took that herb. Yes, I took that herb today. So this is why. Okay, yeah. But I mean, for the most part, I've never had urine that color. That is crazy.
You know, she buys bottled water. To me, what she needs to buy, what you call those big water things that you got to turn over.
Oh,
She
you talking
could actually get one of those sponsored for her.
yes, she can. I
She
would
could
like.
get one and just have those refilled. You pay to get those refilled. That's what she actually needs.
I
That's
would
all
like
she
one of
needs.
those
And
myself.
if she drinks at least 3 glasses of that a day, that will take all those toxins out of her
Yes,
body.
it
At
will.
least 3. They say 8.
I don't know how I can't tell y'all how many waters a day I drink, but I drink a lot. I can drink 24. Me and my son alone could drink probably a 24 case within 2 to 3 days, 2 days and a half maybe. So that's kind of how much water I drink.
Oh, you have the water dispenser like
No,
Walk by
I
Faith
need
said?
cases. No, I need
Oh,
to
you
get.
might. Yeah, I buy the bottle case water.
Yeah, the
But I
case.
might consider getting one of those things. Only thing
I
you
would
gotta
like.
plug them up, don't you? And don't that make your electricity bill
That's
high?
what I'm saying. I would think it would, but I would really like one for my business. You know what I mean? I
Mm.
would really like one, and I'll put that in the back because I have a little area where water comes out. You know what I mean? Where my
Mm-hmm.
water comes out of. I would really like to do something to that effect, but I think that's pretty cool.
Walk by Faith says she has two. Do you have them in your home or your business? And do they make your water bill,
Your electric,
Lord, electric bill high?
right?
Cause this winter my electric bill has been through the roof.
My electric bill's
Woo!
pretty good. You know what's been high though in my business? The gas.
The gas.
The gas bill has been crazy, like 200 and something out a month, and that's because we leave it on all day. You understand what I'm
Mm.
saying? But even when I'm not there, it's left on because of it'll get really cold.
Kidney infection. Mm.
So, but my electric bill is pretty cool. It's like 100, no more than 150, no more than
So
that.
you get your heat through your gas?
Yeah, through my gas.
Lord, maybe that's why your gas bill was so high.
Yeah, and I leave it on all day. Now, when the summer hit back around, there, but at my home, my gas bill is like $35 a month.
Really?
Hmm.
Mm.
That's not bad.
And you cook with the gas?
Electric.
Oh, okay. That's why.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
My home and one in my garage. No, it don't make my light bill high. Okay.
Okay, shoot.
I forget people pay light bill and electric bill and gas bill. Well, in New York, we kind of pay it all in one
I
because we live
understand.
in apartments.
Right, I got you now.
Well, you have some people that live in houses.
Yeah, we have to pay sewage bill, water bill,
Yeah,
thinking,
that's what they pay. A recycling
thinking,
bill, gas collection bill.
thinking bill. Okay, thinking bill. You know, you got to think when you think. You got to pay something if you think, because you don't get asked to think. If you think, you got to pay that. I should. Hey, I want him to hang this shower curtain. I got a new shower curtain. Why she say, "Can I'm gonna do it tomorrow"? No, I don't want it done tomorrow. I want it done today.
Oh,
Okay.
you changing your bathroom theme?
Yeah, yeah. My upstairs bathroom thing. Yes,
I do that once a month.
you do. I don't do
Yeah,
it.
I do.
I do
I
it
got
every.
all type of rugs and
I do it every.
shower curtains and things. And I love to do that.
No, it is annoying. I can't do it that many times a day, but that many times a month. But I understand that. I mean, some things I change a lot. That's not one.
Might be like 280.
Oh,
Mm.
y'all, I've had so much fun with y'all. I always enjoy when y'all put me.
Yeah, I ran your audience off because
No,
the
you
16
first of
in
all,
it.
you didn't know
You
my.
see, nigga, that big mouth, I'm hungry up there. I'm out. I'm out.
No, that's not
That's
what.
all right. I still love y'all. Everybody who left, I love you.
You didn't run my waist off. We've been on here for a long time. We doing pretty good
Yeah, I
considering.
see it's 3 hours, over 3 hours. So, yeah. I thank you for having me.
I do appreciate it because I'm getting ready. I gotta talk to Baby Suge tonight and encourage him to change these shower curtains because I'm hurt. And watch you say, and I'm just gonna sit up. Hopefully, I'm standing up here. I'm just standing up here. I ain't did nothing. If I stand up here long enough, he'll come up here and snatch it from me and do it himself. So I gotta. That's how I have to get things done. I have to be I have to manipulate, the situation. Because otherwise, he'll wait and do it on the weekend, and I don't feel like waiting till the weekend. I want it done now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to
I
do
hear you.
manipulation, a little bit, little manipulation. I mean, manipulation don't hurt nobody. You
Hey,
know,
at least you got a man there to do the work. You be
right?
like Jasmine over there in the trap house calling DJ Jack over there to do stuff.
That hurts. That makes me laugh. You know. But anyway, I do appreciate each and everybody. Thank you so much for coming live with us. It's been fun. Great show. Well, thank you, Carmen. All right, y'all. We out of here. Hey, son. Hey, son.